Tonight, at Buzz Lightyear Space Ranger Spin, a new wall that divides the Fast Pass line and the standby line was installed, so VIP tours don't have to look at poor people. Strong winds in the Orlando area caused Disney to adjust or cancel many shows last Thursday. Sadly, not this one. The speed ramp up to the People Mover is out of order, so the down ramp has been repurposed as a two-way with guests going in both directions. That's real. In unrelated news, two families will now share each room at Pop Central.
Nah.
You've seen WDW News Today. Now it's time for WDW News Tonight.
Ba 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 ba. Wow! Live from WDWNT studio in Orlando, Florida, it's WDW News Tonight with Tom Corliss and Nicholas Cicero. I'm Nathan Hartman. Tonight, a Club 33 Valentine's Day report, an uncomfortable discussion of places we would want to make whoopee in a Disney theme park, and we try to find true love on WDWNT, The Dating Game. Now, here's your host, Tom Corliss.
Hope the dating game contestants are more prepared than Nick is. No.
I don't say anything.
It's a very bright purple shirt.
Thank you very much.
Let's show off that bright purple
Sorry.
shirt here. Sexy grimace, everybody.
Nicholas Cicero,
Sexy
everybody.
grimace.
Dapper Mickey on tonight.
Hitting buttons, making things
Hitting
happen.
buttons.
They're not the right things,
Things
but
happening.
things are happening.
Things are happening.
Things happening.
Nathan, thank you for the introduction.
Oh gosh, you're so welcome.
Yeah.
Happy to.
If it sounds like a lot of people here, there is, because the dating game is tonight. That's right. The promise of a free meal, then people show up to News Tonight. I'm joking. We're very happy they're here. Hopefully, this is our 5th year doing this. Is that right? Nick?
Yeah.
We
Our
sent
5th
one-
dating game. Yeah.
One couple on a date before.
Right. Very
And
successful.
2 games
Skipper
tonight.
Canteen. We're doing 2 games tonight. Yes.
Yeah.
We got Jessica,
Girls
our own
and
staff
boys.
member. Girls and boys. So we got Jessica
Oh.
looking to find a date, and then we
Yeah.
have a young gentleman who will be here to.
And he has no
find
name.
a
Never
date
was
as
given
well.
one.
So,
Never
yes.
happened.
Well, in fairness, 1 minute before the show, all the names were changed. I'm too quiet there.
No, I got it.
Yeah, anyway. So yeah, the dating, we have a lot of show. Let's get going. And now the news.
The news.
Brought to you by WDWNT, The Cruise. Walt Disney World has raised prices on annual passes. I'm going to guess it's not going to happen, right?
I don't like this.
There you go. Thanks, Regis. The last time Walt Disney World increased prices on annual passes was just a few minutes ago. I'm sorry, that's months. Months ago, in June. Both Platinum passes have increased $76. The Gold, Silver, and Weekday passes have increased $20. Auburn, Magenta, and Fuchsia passes are up $10, while Coral, Biggie, and King Size passes are up $5. So, yeah. Guests purchasing Florida resident annual passes will want to opt for the monthly payment plan. They're now required to pay $159 down and take out a second mortgage. It's easy. Very simple. I don't know how many more price increase jokes we could possibly do.
We'll
I think
try.
We've used them all at this point.
But there's,
Yeah.
I mean, the next time they do it, we'll have more jokes.
No, we're out. I think
We're out?
That's
We're
it.
out?
That's a shame.
It gets harder every
check
year.
the back.
Not even every 6 months.
Yeah, I
It's
know,
real
right?
hard.
A joke a week, almost.
Part of the overall refresh of Tomorrowland, the Magic Kingdom, the People Mover supports are slowly being painted white in an attempt to erase new Tomorrowland. Talk about whitewashing history. Yep.
That was a groan, just so everyone
I know it was a groan.
Yeah.
Usually there's so few people that you can't hear it.
Yeah.
But tonight,
Just Colleen quietly in the back.
that's usually just because we're out of Doritos.
That's true.
Disney Villains After Hours is back at the Magic Kingdom, so get ready to see all those loathsome Disney executives invade the park after closing. They're all there in their suits. New for this year is the Cursed Caravan Parade. Wasn't that light magic? No? Someone got it. It's an old one, kids. Look it up. The spook, thank you for zooming in.
Yeah.
You now see me sweat as the jokes don't land.
Yeah. You could see me a little bit, and I don't want to take away your thunder. So.
Oh, yep.
But then again,
So nice of
we
you.
just talked about it. So, what are you going to do?
Thunder gone.
The Cursed Caravan is a spooky-looking parade. It's actually not new. It's just the Spectro Magic floats that were left outside. Yeah. Turns out it looks like a dragon attacked them. Water damage and dragon attack look very similar. Yeah. In the parade, guests will find some unusual versions of villains, including a face character version of the Queen of Hearts and Bob Chapek. Unusual face character version of him. The event also offers tasty treats themed after several classic Disney villains for an additional charge. Of course, only Disney can sell you desserts at an event with free ones. Free ice cream bar, or you can Instagram. You decide. Gaston's favorite childhood sustenance turned dessert is the 5 dozen egg slush. It's available at the event. Yeah, 5 dozen eggs mashed into a slush is also the secret ingredient in Tony's chicken parmesan. There's another dessert called the Poor Unfortunate Soul. Have you seen the ticket prices? Who isn't?
Yeah.
That's
true.
the dad joke of the week. Everybody. The dessert, you know. Anyway, that 5 dozen egg slush, it's been available at Gaston's Tavern for one night. They've already outsold LeFou's Brew.
That's not hard to do.
Does anyone like LeFou's Brew?
Well, you have one.
Well, there's a couple.
One, two.
First couple
There's
sips.
a couple. First couple of sips.
That's it.
That's hot butter beer.
No, that's good to the last drop.
Well, there was a time
don't
when I
agree.
would say LeFou's Brew was the worst LeFou thing at Disney, but that's changed. So
You know. Tickets for Disney Villains After Hours are available to purchase in advance for $145 plus tax, or $155 on the event night, or $10 more than an advance After Hours ticket. People who watch every week.
yeah, it's
Well,
those at home loving it.
sure.
On the floor.
All 3 of them. Big Top Souvenirs at the Magic Kingdom reopened with the carpet from your office. I'm joking. It's the gray carpet from every new Disney hotel room, of course. Yeah, the color is budget steel. If you're looking to pick that up for yourself.
Budget steal.
We could probably replace these ugly things with them. Starting February 16th, the guest experience team at the Magic Kingdom will be operating at a reduced schedule. They'll only be available from 10 a.m. to 7 p.m. After 7 p.m., if guests want to complain about the weather, they'll have to go to City Hall.
That's what they'll have to do.
People blame Disney for the weather. Sometimes.
Cast members rolling.
Tuesday, February 12th brought about the first day of the new Cinderella 70th anniversary version of Early Morning Magic at the Magic Kingdom. Lucky for Cinderella, her cast member pension kicked in at 70, and she can now afford to go. Yeah, it gives a whole new meaning to Silver Pass. At the event, cinnamon rolls were on the buffet, but they were labeled croissants. Yeah, so just when you feel like the Magic Kingdom has transported you away from Florida, there's something to remind you.
Them French cinnamon rolls.
It's a rolled croissant.
It's a croissant.
You just rolled it with cinnamon. Yeah, in other news, they've temporarily labeled the Barnstormer as Tron Light Cycle Run. Enjoy that now. More people fit in that. So.
I'm for the user, Garsh.
Oh, man. Disney has announced that reservations will open later this year for the Star Wars Galactic Star Cruiser Hotel, which debuts in 2021. Yeah, I can't wait for them to accidentally cancel this reservation on me and give me a Tier 4 All-Star Sports. Yeah. You know, there's a completely different kind of role-playing that happens at the All-Star Sport. Wow. Have you heard about this? I'm referencing, of course, Millennium Falcon Smuggler's Run Fast Passes were canceled on guests, and they were replaced with Tier 2 attractions like Voyage of the Little Mermaid and Disney Junior Dance Party. Yeah, you know an attraction's bad when the My Disney Experience app is like, nah, you want a puppet show. Don't go on that. Puppet show.
Is that new genie at work there?
But
The new
that
Genie.
still hasn't
Disney
debuted
Genie?
yet. I don't know when they're going to
Okay.
figure that out. Yeah. To fix the problem, Disney gave guests an additional multiple experience fast pass for Disney's Hollywood Studios. Sadly, Hollywood Studios doesn't have multiple experiences. Oh, man. It's part it never gets old. Part of the queue for Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway, an original song related to the Potato Land short called You Say Potato, I Say Fugato will play for guests. Hey, remember when the Gone with the Wind score played in here? Yeah, Singing in the Rain, the trolley song, now songs about potatoes. It's a lateral move. Oh, boy. I'm very excited about the Runaway Railway.
You're
issue
very.
right
I'm
now. Very excited.
sort of glad I'm not going to be there when you write
They
it.
unfortunately did not give me a Disney Junior Dance
No.
Party Fast Pass. No.
You would like that.
I still have it. The Monsters, Inc. meet and greet at Walt Disney Presents opened just last year, but Mike Wazowski is being budget cut from it already. Yeah, no, he'll actually still be there. He'll just be blocked by the sign.
It's called immersion.
It's theming. It's like a statue. They
Yeah.
push it behind something.
It's just a photo pass
He's
filter.
right there.
Yeah.
A Disney Skyliner windbreak. Oh, there's the logo. Am I doing that bad?
You know what? We probably should. You know, you were right that this was probably like, I was too close, and I think it's best if we move back out because the jokes aren't working. So we'll just take it out there. Is that better for you?
No, because there's like an overhang.
Okay, we'll go.
You got the awning.
Is this better? Are you happy with this? No?
Oh.
Okay. We'll try this then.
I don't like this.
Things work when you want them to work.
Yeah.
Let me see.
You're doing great, buddy. Keep it up.
We have too many people here. It's weird.
How dare you people show up and try to find love here on this show?
We didn't buy these chairs for people. They're for plush I bring from home.
We've just zoomed in, you can't see the Valentine's decorations.
Nathan?
Why is this important?
I don't
May
know.
I ask?
I just thought it was funny.
A Disney Skyliner windbreaker is now available. Yeah, it makes sense because wind breaks that thing all the time. That's it. That's what I've got.
That's the joke.
That's the joke. There, now you can see it. I'll hold
boy.
it. Yeah, Yub Nub, you can now cuddle up.
That's just what Tom says when he's happy.
Yub Nub.
Yub Nub.
Me. I just start speaking in gibberish when I get a balloon. Oh! Yub Nub. Yub Nub, you can now cuddle up with Endor's most adorable Ewok, Wicket W. Warwick. A new Big Feet Ewok plush has arrived. Nick, were you doing Google searches again?
Big feet.
Bigfoot Ewok.
Big feet Ewok.
Someone lost it over there. The France Pavilion at Epcot lost power the other day for several hours, shutting down many of the pavilion's offerings and attractions like the Beauty and the Beast sing-along. Yeah, the power mysteriously turned back on at 7:30 for the first Impressions de France.
Nah.
Couldn't figure out why. A number of new royal items with crowns were released today at the United Kingdom Pavilion in Epcot, including a new ear headband. Yeah, just give them a little while and they'll move them all to the Canada Pavilion, though. Too topical.
Too political.
How is that bad? No one laughed. It's the worst joke.
There's someone at home.
I'm sure there is.
Nick,
Always
Nick,
is.
if the worst joke is because no one laughed, that was like 9 jokes ago.
Zoom in more. There's a new Ocean Colada at Disney's Polynesian Village Resort. The blue slush drink evokes flavors of a pina colada with pineapple juice and blue curacao, topped with whipped cream, but it's non-alcoholic. In unrelated news, when Splash Mountain returns from refurbishment, the log will skip the drop at the end. You want to play that? You can play that.
Yeah. I should have saved it. I didn't read ahead. I did.
Wolfgang Puck Bar and Grill, located at Disney Springs, has a new sundae called the Sinful Sundae. Yeah, Sinful Sundae is also what I call it when I go to Universal. Sundae has candied pecans and an entire Cinnabon croissant sitting atop it.
That is a cinnamon roll, Tom. Just so you-
The sign said differently.
Oh.
It's a callback. Trying. Hold on to your leather jackets and your guitar picks, because City Works Eatery and Tap House, Eatery and Poorhouse, that's wrong, at Disney Springs has a weekend-only rock and roll brunch, which takes place Saturdays and Sundays. Items include rock and roll puns like the John Bon Jovi, the Johnny Hash, the Shakshuka Khan, the Michael Jackfruit, the Limp Biscuits and Gravy, the Rolling Tostones, Green Day and Ham, Bohemian Caesar Rhapsody, Headbangers and Mash, Kanye Western Omelet, and the Highway to Hamburger Helper. Yes, also at each meal you can get the R Jelly.
No!
And I think that's also in the Flight of Passage queue. I'm not positive. Disneyland previewed the Mickey Mouse float from the upcoming Magic Happens parade this week. Nick, we have that image for people?
We certainly do.
We've seen this. It's the first time it was shown to the public. Yeah, I feel like I've seen it before, though. I think inside a cheesecake factory.
A lot of gold. A lot of gold.
It doesn't look like the inside of a cheesecake factory? No, all right.
I mean, it's not made of cheesecake, so no.
The gold, like all the gold.
All the gold?
Weird. Have you ever been to a
Those
cheesecake
people at
factory?
Cheesecake Factory are loving it right now.
Right?
They're like, look, it's exactly how it looks here at the Cheesecake Factory. You're killing it.
Oh, man.
Guys, just so you know, people come to the show weekly. They watch this weekly. I don't know why either, but we'll find out why.
Then we all meet up at the Cheesecake Factory.
Yeah, we meet up at the Cheesecake Factory. Yeah.
That's why it's on my mind. That's where the after party is every week. That's where we're sending them on the date. They just don't know
Cheesecake
yet.
Factory.
It's a Cheesecake Factory Express, though. So, gotta eat quick. Thanks. They're all really worried now. No, don't worry. It's a real restaurant.
I mean, Cheesecake Factory's a real
It's
restaurant.
Spice Road Table. Thanks to Outside Ears insiders at Disneyland Paris, we have a first look at the layout of the upcoming Frozen-themed land coming to Walt Disney Studios Park. The land will open in 2023 with Frozen Ever After from Epcot. That's right, they're building Maelstrom 35 years later. Yeah, and since it's Paris, the lift hill will be just as rough. A recent tweet from the Associate Animation Supervisor at ILM stated that Star Tours, the vehicle from Star Tours, was originally in the Exegol battle scene in Rise of Skywalker, but it was cut from the film. Really, of all the things to cut from this film, I think Star Tours made more sense when it jumped between trilogies. Yeah, they should get that editor.
I mean, it
the
was
guy
a-
from WDI. He should
Yeah,
come
you know,
recut
4.5
the
hour,
movie.
5 hour movie. You got to cut some.
Toy Story 4 has won the Academy Award for Best Animated Feature. Yeah, and Cats won Best Picture. Everyone who deserved an award got one. I'm joking, of course. Parasite. Parasite won Best Picture. That's a movie about the Disney food blog, Following My Reporters to Stories. There's a lot of groans for that one. That's the news, Nathan. Who brought us the news?
Well, this news, of course, was brought to you by The Cruise, WDWNT, The Cruise. Ooh, ooh, this August, WDWNT
Booing my
will be
monologue.
Boo earns. This August, WDWNT will be hosting its first ever group cruise aboard the Disney Cruise Line, Monday, August 17th through Friday, August 21st, 2020. Join us for Tom Corliss's first ever Disney cruise aboard the Disney Dream, departing from Port Canaveral with stops at Nassau and Castaway Key.
I'll be bringing a monologue.
Yeah, that's
That's
when
what
you jump off
everybody
the boat. By booking with our preferred travel provider, Never Grow Up Vacations, you'll also be entitled to attend several special events during the cruise, only for WDWNT guests. Those are all monologues.
That's all it is.
To book your room with our group or to inquire about pricing, please contact Never Grow Up Vacations at info@nevergrowupvacations.com. More information can also be found at WDWNT.com.
Thank you, Nathan. All right, when we come back, we have a visit from our Club 33 correspondent. We as well have the dating game for you this evening. Tom and Nick are angry about things. Also, a new segment. What is it? We liked something?
We like
Is
something.
that what it's called?
Yeah, I think
It's
like
surprising
something.
people, so we're going to like something. All that more when we come back tonight.
When it comes to your happily ever after, we all agree that a Disney fairy tale wedding is the most magical one of all. It's too bad that Disney charges upwards of $1 trillion just to let you get married even close to a theme park. If you don't have that kind of money at your disposal and you're looking to get hitched at the vacation kingdom of the world, then call us at Unofficial Disney Fairy Tale Weddings. We comb through every available space at the Walt Disney World Resort to find empty, vacant, or unsupervised spots in which to perform your wedding ceremony. Our most popular venues include Impressions de France, the Quiet Pool at Caribbean Beach, Uno de Cinquenta at Disney Springs, the Dark Part of the People Mover, Spice Road Table, and more.
How about Cinderella Castle?
What, do you want us to get caught?
So these are not authorized?
What do you think unofficial means? Anyway, just listen to these testimonials.
My wife and I love Splash Mountain, so we were told to book our fast passes for 7 a.m. Not only did we have the whole ride to ourselves,
Because nobody wants to ride a log flume at sunrise.
but we had plenty of time to complete the ceremony after the cast member held our log at the top of the drop hill for over an hour.
They didn't hold it. The agent pretended to get out, so they stopped the ride.
We also now conduct ceremonies in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Get hitched in the queue for Rise of the Resistance and have your reception there too. Each of your attendees will receive bottled water and Lay's potato chips at no additional charge. After your reception, get aboard a luxurious Walt Disney World motor coach and get whisked back to your all-star music honeymoon suite. Call today for pricing, availability, and more information. Unofficial Disney Fairy Tale Weddings. It's a Disney wedding for non-billionaires.
My husband gave me a workout bike for Christmas, and after I was done punching him, I realized I'm just not motivated to use it. I'd rather watch the Tim Tracker in his expensive sweater on YouTube and eat Stitch-branded Mike and Ike's.
Perhaps you need the first exercise bike made for Disney fans, the Peloton Wonder, modeled after the Wonder Cycles from Epcot's Wonders of Life Pavilion. The Peloton Wonder evokes the rad vibes of the 1980s while encouraging users to burn calories using its revolutionary touchscreen displays.
Touchscreens aren't revolutionary anymore.
Use the touchscreen to pick from 3 courses to bike through. The Micro Course, where you're shrunk into the size of an ant. The Disneyland Course, where, as you might imagine, you pedal through the happiest place on Earth. And of course, through the Rose Bowl Parade. Imagineers were lazy and only filmed things in Los Angeles.
I'm trying to bike through Disneyland now, but people keep getting in the way.
Just hit them! Move those legs faster!
You can also turn on the trainer function on each course to get the motivation you need to finish.
Let's take this hill, come on!
That's the Matterhorn. It's not a hill.
You can do it! Believe in yourself! Climb the mountain!
In a bike?
The Peloton Wonder is even endorsed by a famous celebrity.
Hello, I'm Tom Corliss from WDWNT.com, and I use the Peloton Wonder in my exercise. And to forget what they did to Epcot. Is that it? Do I get my check now? Because Twitter's totally right, and I just want the money.
It's here, the ride of your life, the Peloton Wonder. Get yours for $2,577 or with a monthly payment plan starting at just $89 from Peloton, a division of MET.
This week on Disney Plus, how to lose an attraction budget in 10 days. Make sure you tune in for that. Great. Classic love story.
Oh, yeah.
Of the two Bobs this week on Disney Plus. Thank you. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to News Tonight. Joining us this week from Club 33, our Club 33 correspondent. That makes sense, right?
Always excited.
To tell us all about Valentine's Day at the club, please welcome Sir Jameson St. John.
Yes! Oh, yes.
How's it going, sir?
Oh, it's good to be with you. Good to be with you, Tom Tracker. I loved your nice, big, expensive sweater. It was very beautiful.
It's Tom Corliss.
Oh, I thought it was like LL Bean or made by some.
No. Don't encourage him. I'm Tom Corliss. I'm not a sweater.
Oh, good for you. Good for you.
So tell us, I hate you. Tell us all about Valentine's Day at the club.
Oh!
What's that like? What's it like in the upper echelon celebrating Valentine's Day at
The
Disneyland?
club on Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
Cupid's arrow doth swish and hit the most elite of buttocks. When it comes to Club 33, we have single people finding love,
Single people?
or maybe just a little extra magic hours, if you know what I'm saying. Yes.
I think we have to use making whoopee. That's what we decided was passable
Making
this
whoop.
week.
My friend Cole Porter came up with making whoopee.
You know. So you said they're single club members? Is that a thing? And
But of course.
Then they make a love connection on Valentine's Day? Is
We
that a
have
thing?
exclusive Club 33 Valentines, and you can put them in anyone's safety deposit box that you would like. Wonderful. In fact, I have some. Would you like to hear
You
them?
have some? That'd be great. Yeah, let's.
They're conveniently under this chair.
There's a safety deposit box under there.
Oh, I should say, I also brought my new hat. It looks very
It's
good.
very
too.
nice.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
That one YouTube donation really paid off.
Yes. Here's one.
Okay.
Roses are red, violets are blue. Here's a fast pass to my heart as I don't wait in a queue. There you go. Laugh! Laugh! What do I pay you for, fools? Fools! Let's see here. Winter is cold, summer is sunny. I love you anytime you do not cost me money. There we go.
That's what I say to my staff.
Too bad.
Yeah, I do. What'd you buy this week?
Wine in a glass, tea in a cup, together forever, but with a prenup. That's like my friend Kanye. He says, we want prenup, we want prenup. Don't you know? Let's see. That look on your face, I know what you're thinking. Yes, I'll still love you when I haven't been drinking. Which is never. I'm always drunk.
We should get you together with Pete.
Yeah. Or the White Claw Man.
The White Claw Man. Yeah.
He has the mango that he gives me
The
for free.
mango?
Yes, the mango with claw. One more for you.
Oh,
This
okay,
is
one
my
more.
favorite. This is the one that gets everyone's
the one?
pantaloons all sweaty.
Oh,
Let's fall madly in love. Our loneliness we will purge. Like Disney and Fox, let's have a heck of a merge. All right now. Yes!
Thank you, Sir Jameson St. John, ladies and gentlemen. Who keeps inviting him?
I think it's Colleen.
Always blame Colleen for everything. Yep.
You know, St. Jameson James
know
has
his
a
name?
sponsor. He has a sponsor.
He has a sponsor? Do you want me to read it? Should I prove my point and read a sponsor this week? Would
I don't
like
think
me
you
to do
can.
it? Yeah?
I don't know.
No?
Do you want to try?
I can do it, yeah.
wanna try it?
Don't worry, it's an 18-point font now.
You could try.
Great. Of course, Jameson St. John is brought to you by the free PDF guide to the Epcot International Festival of the Arts. WDWNT is pleased to present its free guide to the Epcot International Festival of the Arts. The popular event, of course, kicked off January 17th. It goes through February 24th, and with so much going on, it can be overwhelming, even for festival veterans. That's where our guide comes in. Our guide doesn't just offer menus and pretty photos. We rate every food item and beverage at every booth, but you can find full reviews of every item on our website. Our ratings and reviews will clue you in on what tastes as good as it looks and what's not worth your time and money. You definitely don't want to come out of this a starving artist. Remember when you guys asked if you could laugh? You can. Visit wdwnt.art to download your free guide.
Damn, that was good. Like, not a single mistake.
I know.
You gave emphasis
It's
to the
because
right
it's an
parts.
18-point font.
See, that makes a difference.
Because your glasses,
That makes-
it's the right size through
If
your
they
glasses.
fog up, I can't see. It's hot over
Speaking of getting all fogged up, what are we angry? We're angry about things?
here. Yes, we are. Yes, we are.
We're going to find out if we're angry
We can
about
do
things. There
it.
is.
This'll be easy. This is working.
Nope.
Yep, yep.
They're angry about things.
I have access to the entire curse word library. This new console is done.
Nick's doing it.
I am. My first day.
Mind indeed. Can't think of at least two ways to spell a word.
No privacy. It's all around this place.
I don't like Sam.
I don't like change. It was bad. It was awful. I was terrible. Get him away. Hey, boo!
Am I going first?
Yeah, you go
Okay,
first.
fine. I'm angry at how Nick's doing tonight.
I would be
No, I'm
too.
joking. I am angry about restaurants at Disney World having half a good menu. This is a weird thing that's been happening the last couple of restaurants that
That's
opened
not a
where,
bad thing. You get half good, half bad.
why do you want half bad food?
What do you want?
How
all
does
bad?
it come out of the same kitchen? Like, how do they decide? Like, so we did City Works this week, and half, like the entrees, we went for dinner. The entrees were not good, but then we went for brunch, and everything was excellent. How do you do that? Like, how does the
Same chef, same kitchen, yeah.
But how does that happen? That was like Sebastian's Bistro when we opened that.
Now, were you saying like awful and great, or like because
Pretty bad.
well,
Some of our entrees are pretty bad. So I don't understand how that happens. Like, I've been to bad restaurants and I've been to good restaurants. And usually things, for the most part, are consistent. Sure, there's an outlier, a single entree or something, every once in a while. But I feel like the last few Walt Disney World restaurants that open, like half the menu is great and the other half is horrendous.
Now are you talking different day parts, like breakfast and lunch?
Not even necessarily. It so happens at CityWorks I thought brunch was much better than dinner, but like Sebastian's Bistro, some of the entrees we thought were fabulous, and some were just really, really awful.
I feel the same way at the Cheesecake Factory. So.
Well, with a menu that big, you're sure to miss some, right? I mean,
right? Yes.
Looks like a college textbook.
Oh boy.
What are you angry about?
My anger is not as violent as last week. Last week I was I was very angry last week. What was I angry about?
See, you don't even know.
I was really angry. I think I'm over it by now, but I was really angry last week. What was I angry about?
I don't watch this show.
Yeah, right. Oh, it was the scavenger hunt at Galaxy.
Oh,
Edge.
the kids!
Very
you wanted
angry.
to do a kids scavenger hunt.
Yes,
That's right.
Very angry that I can't qualify for that. This week, a little bit tempered. I am actually angry that they're trying to bring back Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. I know, don't touch a classic. Don't bring it back. It's like one of those. Remember we talked before. Like you.
It's not Star Wars. They're not gonna like.
No, it's one of those things that was good in a moment in time when it was a thing. I don't think they could recreate that. Like it was. It's kind of like we talked about, like old attractions. Like they're not necessarily as good as you remember it in that moment of time if you were ever to get to go on some of those attractions again. I feel like it's the same thing here.
I mean, but we're not. This is not the first reboot we've experienced.
I think Rick Moranis should say retired or whatever he's
No,
doing.
that's mean. No.
He had his time in the 80s and 90s. He's cool. That's
Wow.
it. That's it.
That's
yeah.
mean.
Yeah.
I love Rick Moranis.
That's it.
I hope he's in Ghostbusters. That's what I'm hoping for.
Well, that yes, I
want
will
him
take him in Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
That's,
Why no Wayne Zielinski? You don't want Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
No more. We're done.
There's a whole generation of kids who have no idea.
If it was still in Hollywood Studios, sure. If they still had the playground and the
Nick hates
still
Nick,
had the
Rick
yeah, I know
Moranis,
you're
you
not
missed
gonna
it.
like.
All right.
this.
Yeah,
You're
no,
not-
here comes
oh,
Nathan.
boy.
All right. Okay.
He doesn't want them to reboot Honey, I
What do you
Shrunk
got
the
there?
Kids.
Okay.
You want your?
So,
That was.
so the thing I
Oh,
hate
my
this
Lord.
week is that. Wait, am I on? Yeah. Thing
Don't
I
be
hate
mad
this
at me. I
week.
got you a Valentine.
Thank you. Let me explain how much I like Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. This is my Valentine to Rick Moranis for coming back.
Oh boy.
It says, "Honey, you can't shrink my love for you," and it's true.
No.
He's a legend.
Get out of here, Rick.
Uh,
You're good.
Step off.
You had
loser.
your day.
Step off.
You had your day.
No. I think it's. Why would you not want to see another?
I'm not interested.
That's fine. Not everything's for you.
He
Nick.
needs 8 more Star Wars movies.
Yes.
Yeah, you're gonna get them. Don't worry.
yeah.
I'll make you a deal.
Huh.
If you let this movie happen, please.
Yep, he
Can
definitely
you-
makes a decision.
Maybe we can get Rick Moranis in Spaceballs too,
What?
because that's sort of space.
I'll take it.
Okay.
I'll take
So here
it.
you go. Compromise.
Compromise.
Lord Helmet.
Why isn't there Spaceballs too?
Search for more money.
Yeah. All right, Nathan, who brought us Tom and Nick are angry about things?
God, who knows?
They want their money back.
Let's see.
You missed me read an ad flawlessly.
Really?
Flawlessly. But it's the new font. All right, if we
It's
gave
the
you-
new font.
If we
Get
gave-
me an old script right
Colleen!
now. Let's go.
decrease the font, give Tom a
Decrease
script.
the font. You got to shrink it. You need Wayne Zielinski. But you don't want him.
So you already did the PDF guide?
the app.
He did.
It's
a
in
really app.
18-point font.
Is that the next one?
Yes.
We didn't do psychotic
It's
comments.
half
That's
a
why I'm
page.
so confused.
Shh, Nick forgot.
Yeah, well, that's
I
not
didn't
my fault.
forget.
Okay.
I was busy lining up contestants
The
for
app.
the dating game.
Tell them about the app.
WDWNT, the app. WDWNT new. What?
Whoop!
Wait,
2 seconds.
I'm sorry. I need this to be
2
bigger
seconds.
and a little more red.
Colleen,
no.
increase
Colleen.
the font.
So no, I'm kidding. Okay, WDW News Tonight is brought to you by WDWNT, the app, the official mobile application of WDWNT.com. This app brings you all the latest Disney Parks news, WDWNT shows, including WDW News Tonight, streamed right to your mobile device park hours, videos, as well as the ability to chat and listen live on the go with this very show and many others. Download the app today for iOS, Android, and Amazon devices by searching for WDWNT or visiting WDWNT.com for more information. WDWNT, the app, bringing the worldwide leader of Disney Parks news anywhere you want it. Flawless, right, people?
Not bad.
We're
not
not
bad.
clapping for ads. What is this, the Walt Disney Company? We have a new segment.
We do. You ready?
Nick, what is the new segment?
We can do it. This'll be easy. This is working.
Ooh, this is amazing!
Oh my God, it's so good to see you.
That's good news.
Everything is better than ever now.
So this is called We Liked Something because, believe it or not, someone said we were too negative.
What?
So we decided every week we'd also mark something we like. Nick, do you want to go first this time?
Sure. Mine this week is just the fact that I like the fact that we had an overwhelming response for the dating game this year. And
Thank you to everyone out there in the audience.
We had close to 100 entries.
That's crazy.
So the ones sitting in the audience right now, you are the lucky few that were chosen to partake in the dating game this year. So, and we're gonna do
the
that
rest
very,
had criminal
very
records.
Wow.
You know, no, that was the third game.
Oh,
we learned our lesson.
Well, I guess they're here so we can scare them with the bad tales, but
No, it'll be
no.
fine.
Yes,
Don't worry,
totally
everybody.
fine.
We ran a
that's
rigorous
what-
background check.
I am thrilled that we had such a response, and we
Yeah.
have some great contestants tonight.
And maybe, I know we stopped doing it last year, but because we had such a good response, maybe in August we'll do that.
A second one?
The halfway to
Yeah.
Valentine's Day one we did one year, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, if we're going to get that big of a response, I think we'll try again. But I like the ink and paint merchandise. This stuff is wonderful. There's a Mickey plush you can color, and you wash him, and it all comes off, and you can paint him again with markers.
Wow.
There's a backpack you can color in. There's those wood like character models you can color. I just think this is a really thoughtful line of merchandise. And it's not, usually I only like stuff that's like park related. It's like a park icon on it or related to an attraction. But this is just classic animated characters, and everything's really cute and thoughtful. And I'm just glad someone thought of this. I think it's
Yeah, it
great.
is neat.
Yeah, I love it. I'm gonna buy a kitchen just
wow.
to have the kitchen set. I need a kitchen table just so I can buy the kitchen
Well,
set.
you clean up the kitchen and buy nice stuff, and I'll come over and cook
My
for you.
kitchen is clean.
Sure.
I don't have a table.
No, come on. It's not clean. It's
What do you
never
mean
clean.
it's not clean?
It's never clean.
I cleaned it the last 2 days. I've been cleaning it.
It's the new 2020.
There are no more
Tom
pins
Corlett.
on the stove. The pins are off the stove.
Is there stuff in the microwave?
Fire,
There's still
the
stuff.
fire
I think
marshal
that's
was
a joke.
like, no pins on the stove.
Why are you gonna bring up this stuff in the
Because
microwave?
you store things in the microwave.
That's
and
correct.
It's weird.
I grew up in the Bronx. Houses are small. You didn't have a lot of storage
Your
space.
apartment
So
is
my mother would put like
gigantic.
the bread and like crackers in the microwave so they weren't in the way.
It was tough.
It was tough.
It was
I had
tough
to walk
back then.
3 miles in the snow.
Yeah.
Does
get
the water
Wonder
drain out
Bread?
of your sink now, or is that
Gangsters
still
everywhere.
not fixed?
Could you clean the second bedroom?
Ha!
For what? You know, this is a show, not an intervention. Thank you, everyone. Jeez.
We didn't even have to give Colleen a mic. She made.
You want to know what my apartment looks like? It's like this desk, but times 85. That's basically what it
What
is.
the office looks like.
I hate all of them. All right, so we're going to take a commercial break. We're going to come back. Coming up still on the show, the dating game, our in-depth discussion, and more. Stick around for more.
Dating as a single Disney fan can be tough. No one wants you to be our guest alone. And who wants to always ride single rider? That's why we here at WWNT made a brand new dating app just for Disney fans. It's called Fast Plus. We've had top scientists work on our algorithm. Their recipe for a perfect match is simple. If it moves and it's near you in a Disney theme park, it will show up on your feed. Rest assured that Fast Plus is working hard to pair you with your mutual attractions. Get it? Attractions. All you need to do is swipe left and right. It's so easy, even Tom Corliss is a frequent user.
Frozen shirt, Left. She's wearing a Harry Potter robe. Ooh, Horizon's hat. All right, that's all right. Favorite attraction is flying carpets. Left. She likes Everest in its current state. Ugh. Left. I didn't know you could do that with a churro. Right indeed.
Once you've met your match, you simply rate the attraction in terms of A, B, C, D, or marriage material E-ticket. Based on such factors as thrill, fun for the whole family, and of course, re-rideability. Ladies, don't settle for any La Fools while looking for your Gaston. Download Fast Plus today.
Seriously? Your profile picture has a shirt with a turkey leg stain on it? Left. Bald, 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 fat, bald, fat, fat, and bald. Oh, he's at the Frozen sing-along right now. For the first time in forever, I'm swiping right.
Fast Plus moves you to the front of the queue of the Disney dating field. Make your rainbow connection today, because everyone is someone's e-ticket.
While you're enjoying the program you're listening to or watching right now, did you know that WDWNT.com has even more original programs you could be enjoying? Like
Dreamfinders is WDW News Today's podcast all about the creative culture surrounding Disney parks. Curious what it's like to read poetry about the Haunted Mansion? Well, we've talked to someone who has. How about what it takes to actually build a Disney castle? We've chatted with a guy who did just that. Authors, Imagineers, dancers, actors, photographers, filmmakers, and a whole lot more have all stopped by to chat about how Disney has inspired their artistic work. Dreamfinders. Episodes drop every other Tuesday on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcatcher.
4 panelists, 30 minutes, 1 week in Disney Parks news. This is Parks Center. On Parks Center, the panel and I cover the top 7...
7?
Yeah, 7 Disney Parks stories of the past week. From attraction news to transportation scandals to new food and merchandise, we'll cover it all in 30 minutes or less. You can watch us stream live every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. at WDWNtunes.com, watch episodes on demand at youtube.com/WDWNT, or subscribe to the audio version of the show on your favorite podcast app.
Ride Rehab is the podcast of ridiculously reskinning, refurbishing, and even removing Disney attractions, shows, areas, and parks. Can we cram Star Wars or Marvel into anything else? Just listen and find out. Visit riderehab.com to start listening now. That's riderehab.com.
WDWNT Nerd Alert is the podcast that encompasses all things Marvel and Star Wars in a fun and entertaining format. On each episode, we take a look at the latest news, provide reviews for the latest feature films, inform you about what is going on in the comic book world, and discuss and debate original topics pertaining to the worlds of Marvel, Star Wars, and beyond. Find us on various podcast applications by searching for WDWNT Nerd Alert.
The WDW News Today podcast is the one that started them all. Join us for comprehensive history segments, heated debates, epic countdowns, and more from the Disney theme parks around the globe. Just search for WDW News Today in whatever podcast service you choose.
Last but certainly not least is WDWNT's premiere show, WDW News Tonight. Join us every Thursday night at 9 p.m. for a live, weekly audio and video show that combines the latest headlines, comedy, trending vacation topics, call-in games, and in-depth discussions to bring Disney fans a one-of-a-kind 2-hour program covering the Disney parks. If you can't catch the show live, you can always watch it later on YouTube or listen to it through your desired podcast service.
Get more info on all of these shows and more online at WDWNT.com, the worldwide leader in Disney parks news and entertainment.
Welcome back to WDW News Tonight. We are live. We're on Twitter. We're on Facebook. We're on WDWNtunes.com. We're on YouTube. Wherever you're joining us, thank you for joining us for tonight's special Valentine's Day show. The dating game coming up in a few moments, but let's talk about what's coming up the next couple weeks on the show. Let's throw up that. You got that calendar, Nick? There. Oh, it's got that fancy. Man. Wonder how much that cost. February 20th,
wanna
next
know.
week, is a very special show. It's WDW News Tonight in space.
Whoa.
We'll be doing the whole show from space. Don't worry, if you come to the address of the show, it will still be here, but somehow also in space.
Well, we're taking them up an elevator. Yeah.
Oh, that's it, yeah. We're going to theme the elevator. We're going to hang one of these TVs like from the ceiling of the elevator. Yeah. It's going to be great.
Oh, boy.
So next week, also the Jumble Cruise, top 7 space attractions and more. February 27th, the Weird World Showcase food item spotlight is back. Some sort of drinking with Pete and Nick. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
A brand new game called
I'm
Train
excited
of
for that.
Thought. Going to debut on the 27th.
What's going on?
The best Disney parades of all time will be our discussion, and as well, the latest invention from WDWNT Technologies.
Ooh.
February 27th. I don't know what that is. I don't know what that is. March 5th, obviously, we're talking all about Runaway Railway. There'll also be a special edition of the Dream Sequence that night. And then March 12th, 19th, and 26th is our annual March Madness attraction tournament, so make sure you join us for that. Tickets on sale now for all shows, actually through April 2nd. Despite what that graphic might tell you, at WDWNewsTonight.com. Nathan, who brings us WDW News Tonight each and every week?
WDW News Tonight is brought to you by Never Grow Up Vacations, an unauthorized.
They're authorized.
They're very authorized. The unauthorized
Go
Disney
in,
vacation
increase the font.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm just very drunk. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. An authorized Disney vacation planner. Their travel professionals can help you customize a Disney vacation that's right for you, your family, and your budget. If you love Disney vacations as much as we do, then prepare to experience a once-in-a-lifetime trip to Walt Disney World Disneyland, abroad on a Disney cruise line.
To go once.
Yeah, you can only go. Yeah, if you're only going to go once, use Never Grow Up Vacations. They will help you as much as they can. Visit them online at nevergrowupvacations.com.
Wow, that's great. Things are going great here. All right, so in a few moments, we're going to take a commercial break. When we come back, it is time for the dating game. If you have never experienced this before, it is basically the 1970s game, right?
Yeah.
Ended in 74, apparently.
Ended in, so 60s and 70s?
Yeah, 60s and 70s.
So the 1960s and 70s game show with the Disney twist, of course. These are all Disney fans who are playing the game, so they're going to ask each other Disney-related questions. And then they're going to end up on a... Well, Nick will explain it all when we get back. I don't have the rules in front of me. But if you've never seen it before, it is sometimes funny, sometimes awkward, always entertaining. So make sure you stick around. The dating game coming up next.
I was stuck in line for Flight of Passage for 3 hours, and then a man peed on my leg. The law offices of Gone and Dola got me the free, clean Disney Parks branded clothing I deserved. Thanks, Gone and Dola.
Were you urinated on while waiting in line for a ride? Get the compensation you deserve. Call 1-777-777-7777 for the law offices of Gone and Dola.
Hello, I'm Bud G. Gone.
And I'm Roz Dola.
We've gotten theme park pee victims the clean, Disney Parks branded clothing they deserve.
We've won cases for clean Space Mountain sweatpants, clean 12 Days of Socks boxes, and even clean 2019 dated hoodies. We've also gotten Disney to build themed restrooms in queues.
Bob Chapek just wanted to give guests bags to pee in, and we said, no way, sir.
So call today and breathe easy, knowing you won't have to pay to replace your pee-soaked clothes.
Gone and Dola also handle podcast discrimination and Twitter libel cases. Call 1-777-777-7777 to get the justice and clean clothes you deserve.
I'm Chris. I lost 12 pounds on the Disney Park diet.
Introducing the Disney Parks Diet. Who says dieting on vacation is impossible?
It's real simple. I have a blue milk for breakfast, a green milk for lunch, and a sensible dinner. I also run a Run Disney Half Marathon every weekend with the Sensibly Priced Club membership.
Disney Parks goers are losing weight, eating theme park delights, and then exercising for extended periods of time. It's so easy that anyone can do it.
I've lost no weight eating only Fairfax salads. I thought it was healthy because it's a salad, but apparently a pound of pulled pork and Chipotle ranch dressing isn't. If I start running Disney marathons, spending a full day at the NBA experience, or swimming laps in the Typhoon Lagoon wave pool for hours on end, I can lose weight eating the food I love.
Thanks, Disney Parks Diet.
Learn all about the Disney Parks diet today with a free 30-day trial, not including food or park admission. We'll develop one of 3 personalized plans for you. The Chapek plan consists only of character-shaped items. The Iger plan, where you buy all the food and throw away half. And the Roadie plan, which will require you to travel to the food's country of origin before consuming it. Call today and start losing. Eating only theme park food. Blue and green milk are not actually milk nor food products. The Walt Disney Company is not responsible for any medical condition caused by eating high-calorie meals and excessive exercising.
I really like this Figment print. I think it's from a Walt Disney original.
Yeah, the colors are really pretty.
The colors are pretty?
Well, yeah. I'm no art critic.
You mean you're not yet.
Who are you?
I'm Patrick Hackett, and you may remember me from Patrick Hackett's ADR service or Patrick Hackett's piggyback rides. When I realized Disney was charging for absurd upcharge events, I wanted in on that action. So I'm here to tell you about Patrick Hackett's School of Art Criticism. Just give me $1,200 and I'll have you sounding like the snobbiest Parisian stereotype imaginable. For instance, how would you describe this piece?
It's Figment as the Mona Lisa.
Oh no, my friend. It's a playful take on La Gioconda that contrasts the realism and muted colors common in mid to late Renaissance portraits with the sublime playfulness of the illustrated style pioneered in the later part of the 20th century.
You really didn't say anything.
Exactly. It's not what you say, it's how you say it. You know, like a Tom Corliss tweet. Take a look over here. The color attempts to blend into the surrounding aesthetic, but stands out on its own, drawing the eye away from the elements the artist truly wishes to highlight.
That's the building for the Guardians of the Galaxy roller coaster.
You don't have to sound like an art snob about just art. In fact, a Disney fan could be snobby about anything. See that guest over there? Critique his choice of wearing socks with sandals.
Okay, I'll give it a shot. The combination of hosiery and espadrilles is reminiscent of a continental traveler and complements the primary colors of the rest of the vesture.
Excellent! You're now the most educated mind at the Epcot International Festival of the Arts. That'll be $1,200.
Wait a minute, I didn't agree to pay you.
Don't worry, I take Magic Band payment, and I'll only charge you $100 more than the actual balance.
Patrick Hackett's School of Art Criticism. We put the pomp in pompous.
Side effects may include not making friends, losing existing friends, thinking a lack of maintenance at Disney World is acceptable, and being punched in the face.
From the Patrick Hackett family of products, like Bob Chapek, we'll get your $1,200.
From Orlando, Florida, the theme park capital of the world, it's WDWNT, the dating game. And here's your host, Nick Loverboy Cicero.
Thank you, everyone. Welcome to WDWNT, the dating game. Tonight, we have 3 beautiful bachelorettes and 3 handsome bachelors standing by.
Oh,
Looking,
okay. But not in one game.
Not in one game. Looking to be the chosen one at the end of the night to go on a date at a Walt Disney World restaurant, courtesy of WDWNT. So let's start things off by introducing our bachelorette. Our bachelorette comes all the way from Miami, Florida. She's the managing editor of WDWNT.com. Everyone, please welcome Jessica. Jessica, thanks for being part of the dating game today.
Help me.
Oh, goodness. Jessica, so, all right, so let's take you back a couple of months. What?
To when I became single?
So far, this is a lot of fun.
So, what was going through your mind at the moment you thought you wanted to be a part of WDWNT, the dating game?
Oh. Well, I never leave my house because I'm always managing the website.
Sounds like your boss is a real a-hole.
Wow.
My boss is very nice.
Oh, good.
I just never leave the house, and I have a cat.
Yeah.
And I'd like to have more than just a cat.
Oh, okay. Well, hopefully we can make that happen for
Her
you
cat's
tonight.
very nice, though.
Jessica, very nice cat. Gordo is his name, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Gordo. We see him sometimes on the show. Yeah. So Jessica, now it's time. We're gonna meet your bachelors. We're gonna ask each one to say hi to you right now, so you could hear their voice and get to know them a little bit. So first of all, bachelor number 1, he lives in Rockledge, Florida. Please welcome Spencer.
Hi, Jessica.
Hello.
Bachelor number 2 lives in Orlando, Florida. Please welcome Jeff. Hi, Jeff.
That's me.
Oh, Jeff. I'm sorry.
Apparently, we're out of order.
Yeah, you guys can switch. Yeah, switch plate.
All right, we'll switch.
Get up and move.
Oh, my fault.
There
So
we
now
go.
moving. All
This
right.
is
Good
Jeff.
evening, Jessica. My name's Jeff.
Are you the
Thank
real-
you for inviting me to this awkward event.
He is the real Jeff.
The real Jeff.
And now we'll welcome the real Richard from Orlando, Florida. Say hi to Jess.
Hi, Jessica.
Hello.
All right. All right, Jessica, now that we've talked to our 3 bachelors, it's time to start the game. This is where you have a chance now to ask some questions to our bachelors to get to know them a little bit better. You have 7 questions that you came up with. Yeah, 7. 7 questions that you came up with tonight to ask these bachelors to get to know them a little bit.
That's right.
They have 60 seconds to answer each question, and you'll ask each bachelor the same question, and then you'll pick a different bachelor to start the next round as well. So they each get a turn starting first, all right?
Wait, run that by me again.
No, you don't have to worry about it.
He'll nickel direct.
Each bachelor will get the chance to answer every question. Right?
Okay.
So we'll go there. We're going to start with Spencer for the first question. Jess, ask your first question to Spencer.
All right, I'm just going to go from the top. If you could go to any Disney park in the world, where would you go?
I would go to Tokyo Disney Sea. Reason being the reason that was described in the Imagineering story, which was they were developing Disney Sea, and they said, well, where do you go after you go to Disneyland? Well, you go to Disney Sea. And I say that because the experiences of Walt Disney World are very terrestrial. Once you've seen them so many times, you get used to them. But if you go to Tokyo Disney Sea for the first time, and possibly the only time in your life, then you get this sort of theme park culture shock that I think is really, really interesting for a theme park to try and tackle.
All right.
Spencer will be going on a date with me.
Tokyo Town.
It's really
Nice.
weird because our Tokyo correspondent is also called Spencer.
That's true, yeah.
Who says it's not the same person? You don't know.
Oh, boy. Conspiracy. Jeff, same question to you.
I actually would choose to go to Disneyland. I haven't been there since I was about 5 years old, maybe a little younger. So I do remember parts, but not the full experience. I want to ride the real Pirates of the Caribbean. I want to go and see the Haunted Mansion Christmas holiday. It's just, that's where everything started. That's where Walt walked, walk right by his apartment above the fire station. I just think it'd be an amazing experience. And, like I said, I do have the memories, but just not the full memories. And I'd like to be able to take it all in.
And same question to you, Richard.
I think I would want to go to Disneyland Paris. It's just a beautiful park, especially the castle, the scenery around it, the hills, the hedges. It's all just so gorgeous, and it's just a pretty park.
All right. Thank you, Richard. All right. Question number 2, Jessica. You'll address this one to Jeff first.
Jeff.
Yes.
This question is, what is your favorite theme park background music loop?
I'm going to have to go with Space Mountain. And it's one of the...
But what part of Space Mountain? Like the queue?
Wow.
Well, you asked the background loop.
FedEx?
Hardcore here.
That's all right, Jessica. You can challenge me.
The FedEx overlay?
No, not the gangplank. No, when you're going through the queue in the Star Tunnel, that music just starts the entire experience of Space Mountain. And I go back to when I was young. I was terrified of riding on Space Mountain, and this first roller coaster I ever went on, and it was something that my dad was able to get me into, and he just kept talking the whole time, and just the music going, it just made me feel so much more comfortable. And every time I go through, that music just hits me, and I just get excited, and makes me think about my dad and the two of us. That was what we did together, separate from my mom and my sister.
Aw.
Cute.
All right. Now, Richard, same question to you.
So it was area music, right?
Background music. Yeah,
Background
any
music.
area, ride, whatever.
Journey to Imagination, like the Imagination Pavilion, like area. It's very upbeat. And it reminds you of like Honey, I Shrunk the Audience. 'Cause
In your face, Nick. Nick, you suck.
and yeah, so I picked that.
Okay.
All right. And Spencer.
I would have to go with the Future World area music towards Interventions, I believe, East. Because it always creates a feeling for me when I listen to it that permeates my my senses.
Does it remind you of the electric umbrella bathrooms?
I mean, if you want to go with that.
It permeates
our
your
later
being.
segment.
I mean,
I call it music to poop.
I just really like it because it creates this very happy sort of nostalgic feeling that captures that late 90s lightning in a bottle. Do, 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 do. And you think about Future World at dusk and you're stepping on the fiber optics on the concrete. It's very, very happy. It's just a very happy, very pleasant feeling when you listen to that music.
That was a happy, pleasant answer.
all good answers.
So Richard will be the first one to answer this one, so you pass the mic to him. And Jessica, you could address Richard with your third question.
All right. We're going to delve into favorite quick service restaurant. Now, I want to preface this with March Madness. It was my campaign to make sure that Cosmic Rays won best quick service
PTSD,
restaurant
but thank
in
you.
all of Walt Disney World. So I'm always curious to see. It isn't actually my favorite quick service, but it's pretty up there. But it's always curious. I'm always curious to see what people's favorite quick service is.
Richard?
I would have to say Pico's Ville, because like the nachos there, and like that's good food. I love nachos, and you know, it's good. It's good.
I mean, he wins. He loves nachos.
It's
kind of over.
It's over.
Sorry, you other two suckers.
Spencer, go ahead.
For my money, I would say Sunshine Seasons. Because when a foreign, well, I should say a person who has not been to Disney World, a Disney virgin as it will, somebody goes
More
into
on that
Disney World
later.
and they say, what is it?
No, continue.
Okay. Somebody comes to Disney World who has not been before, and their first perception of theme park food is burgers, hot dogs, chicken nuggets, fries. Take them to Sunshine Seasons, and they will find a diverse menu for a quick service restaurant, period, and food that is always well prepared, food that changes by the season, fittingly enough, and that is just generally very good, especially with the atmosphere that you eat it in. I love eating in the land. It's a very comfy place to eat.
They
For
do
everyone
have
who
the
doesn't like
be-
that, Taste Track Burgers and Fries. Open tomorrow.
And you'll be there, 10 a.m.
Jessica, I was actually rooting for Sunny Eclipse, so I was on your side. That was a fun March Madness.
That was great.
So I'm going to go to the hot dogs, actually. Get away from the good quality stuff. I'm going to go to Casey's Corner.
God.
May not be the best food in the world, but it is a tradition, whether it be some of those greasy corn dog nuggets. But I'll go for the hot dog, but without all the crazy stuff on it. Just give me the normal dog. I don't need all that garbage. But yeah, it's
Just
tradition.
the normal garbage.
Just the normal garbage
Yeah,
that's in
garbage.
that's in the dog. Exactly. I don't need that St. Patrick's Day nonsense. But no, it's right on Main Street, right on the corner there. You guys walk right out. If you can possibly find a table, then you're right there looking at Cinderella Castle. So yeah, Casey's.
Yeah, Casey's used to be a big tradition for me too. Like at midnight, just have a hot dog, before heading back to the resort. But now now the park closes at 7.
Thank you,
So-
thank you, Bob Chapek.
So there's none of that. That tradition has died for me.
The All-Star Food Court has a hot dog, don't worry.
I am a fan of All Stars pizza.
Is that the touchdown food court, Tom?
Any of them, probably.
Any of them.
I think it's end zone.
It gets the name touchdown, of course, because the food hits the floor.
I'm fond of intermission food court myself.
So we're on to question number 4 now. You can
Yes.
pass the mic back to Spencer. Spencer, you'll go first again this time. Sure. Jess, what's question number 4?
Since we're on the subject of food, now we're taking it up a notch. This might have to do with where we end up eating. What is your favorite table service? Although I wouldn't hold it past Tom to send us to a quick service.
You all just say Victoria and Albert's. Just to
favorite table service
They went to
restaurant.
Skipper Canteen last year.
I mean, Skipper Canteen sounds good, but my personal answer would actually be the Hollywood Brown Derby. I have not eaten there, but I have been inside the Hollywood Brown Derby, and I love the air of elegance that is present when you go into the Hollywood Brown Derby, how they have both replicas and original sketches of celebrities on the wall, how ingrained the actual history of the original Brown Derby is in the restaurant, how when Disney decided to have lunch with an Imagineer or dinner with an Imagineer, that was one of the 2 places that they actually went with, so not for nothing. And I would say that it's a step up from, I don't know, Sci-Fi Dine-In.
Excuse me? Oh my God.
I have a small army of Tsum Tsums too.
And that's 6 points.
I drove up 4 hours just to eat at Sci-Fi Dine-In last Sunday.
Thank you for playing, Spencer. You can excuse yourself now.
I also love
Better
Brown
hope she doesn't
Derby,
see your
though.
face. She's going to slash your tires.
There's still hope. She said she likes Brown Derby.
I do.
That's true.
Jeff, go ahead.
Who doesn't love a tossed salad?
Scrambled eggs. Wow.
Wow. All right.
My choice is pretty simple again. Beaches and Cream. I love the beach
Old
club.
or new, though?
I'm sorry?
The old version or the new version?
I actually have not been to the new one yet. From what I've seen on WDWNT, not happy with how it looks, but just the old soda fountain shop with the jukebox at the tables. I actually preferred sitting at the counter where you got the grill going. The ice cream, the shakes, but just getting a burger there was a tradition. Every time we came down from Chicago before I lived here, we'd always stop our first day here. We'd always go to Beaches and Cream. And just great memories. Just love the beach club in general, and trying to sneak into Stormalong Bay is always fun as well.
That's not allowed. It's illegal. You know that.
He's dangerous.
Richard?
I would have to say the Nomad Lounge. It's a great place. It's a perfect location. You know, it's right by the Valley of Moara, and you know, you can actually kind of hear like the animals from afar, the bridge, and yeah, it's a good place.
Okay, can I do a rapid fire round that's related to this question?
I'll allow it.
Let's get crazy. I don't
Okay,
think you have much of a choice, Nick.
each one really quick. What would you get at each of these places that you've chosen?
Spencer.
Cobb salad.
Cheeseburger, no way Jose. Pardon me, no way Jose.
All of them.
All of them?
All of the items.
Oh.
All of the items.
Okay.
He's really hungry. We have a big budget.
Okay, we can move on to the next. I just had that curiosity.
No, that's great. Question number 5, Jess. We'll start with Jeff.
Okay, Jeff, are you into rope drop, or do you consider yourself a let's get up at 5 in the morning and go to Rise of the Resistance type of person?
Okay, so I've not been on Rise yet. I've been a little afraid to go to Galaxy's Edge, but no, I actually am into rope drop. Obviously planning in advance with the fast pass is important, but I just like getting there in the morning. I don't like get there bright and early, get what you want to get done, get out of there, go back to the resort, hang out by the pool while everyone else is sweltering in the heat and dealing with the huge lines, and then go back, if it's open in the evening, go back in the evening, hit a few more rides, and not watch a nighttime parade, obviously, but be able to watch the fireworks.
All right. And Richard?
I've actually only rope dropped once, and that was Rise of the Resistance. It was like a day after it opened, so it was madness. The park, they didn't say what time they opened, so they said 8, and then when I got there, 6, they were already letting people in.
Oh, you naive fool.
Josh and I were on our second ride already.
That's actually true.
They gave me a brochure, and they were like, all right, go on the app and get the time. And I'm like, oh, okay. So I go on the app, and it's like boarding group 46 or something, and I'm like, can I do I have to stay here? You know, this is a long time. And they're like, no, you can do anything. So I just went to World Showcase and drink.
It's one of us, Nick.
Yeah, right? Did you ever make it back for the ride? Oh, okay. Okay, good. Spencer.
Rope drop has actually always eluded me. I have never done it before, but nevertheless, I would be very interested in it. Not to say that I haven't had training for rope drop, because I have gotten up at Zero Dog 30 several times to volunteer for Run Disney races. And regardless of whether or not I would actually want to do rope drop on a given day, I would still do it for you at the drop of a hat.
Aww.
I hate rope dropping.
Oh.
Got it. Gotcha.
So you may have handed me water.
What happened, Tom?
You may have handed me water at one point then, right? On the race?
Tom, do you have a question?
Who put gelatin in the ceiling?
Oh.
I didn't notice.
It's above me. I'm supposed to look up there?
Well, he lives there. You know this, Tom. You know this, Tom.
I mean, in fairness, that was Nick the last time we did the dating game.
Who says it won't be this? All right.
Okay, where did we leave off? That was question number 5. So 2 more left,
Two
Jess.
more.
Hopefully you've got a good idea so far.
Yeah.
yeah.
I wish we could do like a recap. I've forgotten all the answers.
I don't know. There's a plush cat in the ceiling.
Tom's occupied.
You lost me at Gelatoni. Yeah. Next question is.
And this is for Richard.
Richard, what is your favorite World Showcase pavilion?
The America Pavilion. That's my
not what
favorite.
it's called.
Oh, snap.
I yelled at her about this like 2 weeks ago.
I have to say it like that because, you
I
know,
wrote
Sam
it-
Eagle's there now. So, you know, you have to say it very patriotic.
You know, that's a nice dodge. Donnie's going to work, though. She's a tough cookie.
It's the American Adventure.
But why? Do you want to know why? Do you want them to explain what their choice?
No, he got it wrong. He can
No,
move
it's fine.
Oh.
You gotta live with it now.
Cruel.
Wow.
Help the game along.
Wow.
Thanks.
All right, Spencer, go ahead.
I would give the pound to the Italy Pavilion. To my knowledge, the Italy Pavilion is the Epcot World Showcase Pavilion that goes deepest. It's the one with, I think, one of the most detailed architectural details. And I think it's the most romantic pavilion in all of Epcot. There's a perfect vantage point for fireworks, not that you would want to go there right now. It has one of the best restaurants in the World Showcase with Via Napoli. And many a time, I have seen people give their proposals on the bridge in Italy.
Gross.
Thank you. Jeff?
All right, I'm going for the drinking. So I'm going to choose the Mexico Pavilion. And, I mean, it's beautiful.
There's a lot of nods in the crowd. I just turned in the whole crowd. Yeah.
I can't show you what's in here right now. But.
Pick number 2.
So, no, tequila, the tequila flight. I mean, it's outstanding. It might be expensive, but it's outstanding. And it's just a great atmosphere. Sorry, I thought I turned the mic off. It's a great atmosphere in general, just like walking around. But yeah, drinking. That's why I really. I mean, well, obviously the World Showcase, but no, I'm going for Mexico for the tequila flight.
Wait. Apparently, if you want to go to Gelatoni, he had something to say. Jessica, make sure you pick a well. I do not want you to be sad, Jessica. If you sad, you come to my house, we paint. It's gonna be good.
Thank you, Gelatoni.
Find love, Jessica.
Thank
It's worth it. Gelatoni believes in you.
Thank you, Gelatoni in the ceiling.
For those of you at home thinking that's a still they took earlier in the day, no. The cat is in the ceiling. Just want to establish that's a live shot.
It's true.
In the
All right.
post show, I'm gonna murder whoever did it. So.
That'd be me.
He's gonna have like debris now. He has like drywall on him. now.
No, don't worry. It was only $200.
I checked. He's fine. I checked. It's okay up there.
The rats start carrying him away.
I've spent a lot of time up there. It's fine.
Jessica, this is going to be your final question, and it will start with Jeff. So go ahead and ask.
Okay, this one's kind of generic, but I know it's hard. What is your favorite land in the Magic Kingdom?
Adventureland. The reason I say that is, number one, you have the Enchanted Tiki Room, famous attraction, opening day. Pirates of the Caribbean, obviously classic. We don't have the full one, but I still absolutely love Pirates, regardless of the fact that they've taken, and made their cuts and changed the redhead scene and the auction scene. Still a classic attraction. The Jungle Cruise is always a blast to go on. Well, I'm sorry. Usually a blast to go on depending on your skipper, but I choose Adventureland more than anything. I'm always up for a good adventure. I always want to try something new. That's why I'm here. This is awkward for me, and I'm nervous, but
don't worry, it's awkward for everyone.
Okay, good, good. No, I'd never done anything like this, so hey, here's my adventure for the evening, and so Adventureland is my selection at the Magic Kingdom.
All right, Richard, your answer, same question.
I would have to go with Liberty Square. It's the eerie sounds you hear from the Haunted Mansion. It's the smells that you can smell from the Friar's Nook. It's just all that combined. It creates a sense of story, I would say. Yeah.
All right. And lastly, Spencer, go ahead.
Sure. I would have to go with Tomorrowland because I think Tomorrowland is the land of the Magic Kingdom which most is exemplary of Walt Disney's spirit, the classic words of keep moving forward. Regardless of whether or not that's what we think the parks are doing right now, I love that old adage, and those are the words that I live by in my life, regardless of whatever I'm doing.
All right, but which Tomorrowland? The 1994 Tomorrowland?
Hanging around.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Ask.
No, which version?
1994 Tomorrowland or
whatever we got now.
Whatever this is.
I like the original Tomorrowland more than the 1994 version. I think that is. Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of like the trend. And supposedly, it's like we're like half doing it, but that's kind of the trend now.
Well, I mean, I think that's the one that visually is the most representative of a tomorrow that never was.
I love Factory Pomo.
By the way, whatever this is one of the last things Jessica said to her ex-boyfriend.
I love Factory Pomo. We broke up over a font.
1994, whatever this is.
All right. Well, Jessica.
Do I have to pick on the air?
You do have to
Of
pick
course
on
you
the air.
do. What's the point of this whole thing if you don't?
I thought I could like have like a little like powwow
No.
in the
No.
back. Oh my god.
No, it's your decision and yours alone.
My knees are sweating. Like
So Jessica, in a moment, you will have to choose
I-
one of these three gentlemen to go on a date at Walt Disney World with. But first, we are going to hear a word from one of our sponsors.
WDW News Tonight is brought to you by WIGS, the WWNT Interglobe Society. Hey everybody, support WWNT and get early and exclusive access to content you just won't find anywhere else, including exclusive WDW News Tonight Park Center post shows each and every week, starting at just $2 a month. You can also get extra core bucks, core bucks, to spend in our online store to collect Disney Parks items from around the world and WDWNT exclusive swag. For more information, go to patreon.com/WDWNT or visit WDWNT.com. Click the Patreon link. Man, join those wigs. Help us make that show happen through Patreon.
That's how you should read every ad.
I
It
know.
helps that I'm sick. It helps that I'm sick too.
Very smooth.
Thank you.
Crazy cool wigs.
And now,
All right.
and now, John Coltrane.
Thank you, Nathan.
It's a midnight train.
Jessica, the moment of truth.
No.
No. Will it be Spencer, Jeff, or Richard?
I think we're just gonna like name off two, and I'm like, damn, bro, you already like narrowed it down for me.
No.
Can we have like a little like summary?
A summary?
We didn't I didn't take notes.
Can I get a recap? Can I get a?
I mean, well, I think Jeff likes nachos. No,
No,
Richard likes nachos.
Nick is already ruining the system.
Jeff likes to go to Mexico. I
What
think
is it,
that's
the
why.
Iowa
Jeff
caucus?
likes
We don't even-
tequila.
He likes tequila. Spencer would rope drop for you, but never rope dropped. And I mean, what else do you want?
My watch just like indicated that I have like high blood pressure.
Oh my God.
Oh my
saying
gosh.
Even a minute of breathing can reduce
Guys,
stress.
somebody just gave us a $20 donation on YouTube. I don't know why, but thank you so very much.
Thank you.
I think
Is
it
it
says,
for this to end?
please, dear God, in this thing. No, it's they're just being very kind. Thank you, MD.
Thank you. It's because they're like enjoying watching me suffer. That's
Yeah.
the thing,
You can't go wrong with any choice. You're going to go on a great date at Walt Disney World with a great guy. Who do you choose, Jess?
If you've ever been to a restaurant with her,
See,
she'll
my
stare
mom,
at the
she's
menu
watching.
for 30 minutes. So this is going to be terrible.
She made a joke that we would have to like have a second show where I actually make the decision.
Oh, your mom said that?
Yeah.
No. She knows you well.
Just like that, I just go out cold with it.
Yeah.
Just like
Yeah,
I
but
mean,
everyone
you
stay
you
seated
tell
where
it-
you are after the decision.
You
is
can
made.
give us a little summary first to lead up to it if you'd like, or you could just blurt it
Okay.
out. Yeah.
All right.
Good thing we're on time tonight.
Do you want to cut to gelatoni in the ceiling?
Okay,
Let's
wait.
see you give him a pep talk.
Let's see what Gelatoni has to
Let's
say.
see what he,
Thank you, Joe.
I like the natural guy.
Let me tell you, Jess. You go have a good time no matter what. And you don't have to see any of these people ever again if you don't want to. He's okay. He's only once. And you're at this point contractually obligated to do it.
I am.
Yeah. Or it's your job, sucker. So pick.
Thank
Okay.
you, Joe Tony.
All right. I mean, I totally disagree on the Italy thing, but I think I'm gonna go with Spencer.
Spencer, all right. All right.
Everybody
So-
hold on.
Yeah.
So, Jess.
I don't even want to look, man.
So first, we're going to bring around Jeff and Richard to say hi to you.
So I have,
stand
so
up
I
so
get
you can
the
meet
sinking
people.
feeling of
You
what a
just stand up.
mistake I've made.
Stay up, stay right there.
You get to
So
meet
Jeff
them,
and
yeah.
Richard, come around the
One at a
screen.
time.
This is
So this
Say
is
hello, shake
Richard.
hands.
Richard. Hi. Hello. All right, Richard,
Jeff.
you can come this way.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you. And
Thank you,
here's
Richard.
Jeff.
Everybody,
Thank you, Richard.
Round of applause for Richard.
This is Jeff.
Jeff, nice to meet you. I also like the Astro Tunnel. So yeah.
Thank you so much. All right, and now, Jess, let's introduce you to Spencer, who you chose to go on a date with. Spencer, come on around.
Good
Hi.
Somehow off camera, but it's fine.
You guys go that way a little bit. There you go.
Come,
You're
yeah,
fine.
there you go.
Yeah, go that way.
Jessica, go that way.
Shake hands awkwardly.
There you go. Yeah.
So first of all,
She's very easy on the eyes.
Oh, that's kind.
And I don't know if you heard me say, I also have a small army of Tsum Tsums.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
cool.
Tsum Tsum.
There you go. They already have something in common.
They're already
Yay.
married.
So yeah, Nick's gonna.
let me ask Jess first. Jess, so what were some of the key things that you picked Spencer for?
Tokyo Disney
Tokyo
Sea.
Disney, yeah.
I've never been, but
Tom, is it in the budget?
No.
There we go.
Can
We
that
own
be
the
the
dogs
thing?
for you too.
The Lady in the Trampet.
Yeah.
Shoot.
Look, I just want a Tomika Journey to the Center of the Earth little car. That would be nice. Tomika Star Speeder on the go.
I have a Tomika Star Speeder.
Sorry, we don't do any
I have
personal
two.
shopping.
Not.
I just like ride vehicles.
Same.
Right?
Okay.
Well, guys, thank you very much. We're going to send Jessica and Spencer. We're going to set them up with a date night at Walt Disney World at
At
a
a
Walt
table
Disney World
service restaurant.
Table service restaurant.
Clarify.
So we're going to set that up for them, and we will keep track of how the date goes, of course, and we will see how everything goes, and they'll have hopefully they'll have a great time. I know. Thank you very much for playing. Thank you to both Jessica and Spencer.
Thank you to the audience.
We have another edition of the dating game coming up in just a few minutes, so stay tuned. We'll be back right after this.
Are we off camera?
Are you tired of your monorail always sputtering to a stop?
I know I am.
You don't even have one.
Of course I do. It's the rusted paperweight out in the garage.
Well, if you're like me and my brother, you know how hard it can be to keep your monorail up and running, and that's why we're here to help you fix your monorail problems. So join us, Tick and Tack, the Patchett Brothers, for Monorail Talk every Saturday morning. And hear calls like this.
So, I have this old Mark IV monorail passed down from my grandparents, and I'd like to restore it.
Ooh, a Mach 4.
Yeah. but every time I turn it on, it makes a noise like wah, wah.
Yeah, whir noise, that's not good.
Not good at all. I think that's the coupler unit. Bob Gurr told me about the whir problem back in 76, so was it 78?
It was a long time ago either way.
So we're in the monorail, and the window just falls off.
How's that even happen? What'd they do, secure it with super glue?
More like crazy glue. But seriously, when it fell, did it hurt anyone?
Just a college program cast member, I think.
Well, they're a dime a dozen.
A dime a dozen.
Next caller is Bob from Burbank. Bob, welcome to Monorail Talk. How can we help you?
Yeah, long-time listener, first-time caller. Let's say I had a fleet of Mark 6 monorails. I'm just curious, how long can I get away with running them until they, I don't know, explode?
They haven't already?
I might agree with my brother on this, but that depends on how often you run them.
Oh, all day and every day.
But fairly empty, I assume?
Oh, heck no. To the gills with people. Just really full.
Oh, boy.
Oh, boy. In that case, time for a new fleet for sure. Anything else we could help you with?
Well, what do you guys know about gondolas?
So join us for Monorail Talk on your local public radio station. And remember, don't ride like my brother.
And don't ride like my brother.
Each month on Ride Rehab, we put ourselves into the shoes of Imagineers, but on this episode of our podcast, we got to interview one. Here's a preview of our chat with former Imagineer Brian Collins.
And there was an older couple and his wife, we're sitting there looking at him. The guy turns around and he says, "What do you think about this stuff?" And it was Mark Davis.
Wow.
And his wife, Alice. I was like, "Oh, it's pretty good, Mark." It's okay. Kind of
It's all right, Mark.
New episodes come out the 7th of every month, so we'll see you next month.
When it comes to your happily ever after, we all agree that a Disney fairy tale wedding is the most magical one of all. It's too bad that Disney charges upwards of $1 trillion just to let you get married even close to a theme park. If you don't have that kind of money at your disposal and you're looking to get hitched at the vacation kingdom of the world, then call us at Unofficial Disney Fairy Tale Weddings. We comb through every available space at the Walt Disney World Resort to find empty, vacant, or unsupervised spots in which to perform your wedding ceremony. Our most popular venues include Impressions de France, the Quiet Pool at Caribbean Beach, Uno de Cinquenta at Disney Springs, the Dark Part of the People Mover, Spice Road Table, and more.
How about Cinderella Castle?
What, do you want us to get caught?
So these are not authorized?
What do you think unofficial means? Anyway, just listen to these testimonials.
My wife and I love Splash Mountain, so we were told to book our fast passes for 7 a.m. Not only did we have the whole ride to ourselves,
Because nobody wants to ride a log flume at sunrise.
but we had plenty of time to complete the ceremony after the cast member held our log at the top of the drop hill for over an hour.
They didn't hold it. The agent pretended to get out, so they stopped the ride.
We also now conduct ceremonies in Star Wars Galaxy's Edge. Get hitched in the queue for Rise of the Resistance and have your reception there too. Each of your attendees will receive bottled water and Lay's potato chips at no additional charge. After your reception, get aboard a luxurious Walt Disney World motor coach and get whisked back to your all-star music honeymoon suite. Call today for pricing, availability, and more information. Unofficial Disney Fairy Tale Weddings. It's a Disney wedding for non-billionaires.
From Orlando, Florida, the theme park capital of the world, welcome to WWNT, the dating game. Once again, here's your host, Nicholas Cicero.
Thank you, Nathan. Thank you
Lover
very much.
boy.
Oh, yeah. I am matchmaker tonight. Oh, yeah. So now it's
Someone
time
send me, like, a
to
screenshot.
introduce our bachelor. He's a graduate from Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University from Orlando, Florida. Please welcome Nick. Nick, thank you for coming back here. Now, Viewers of the show will know that Nick actually participated in last year's dating game, and he was actually chosen by Michelle to go on the date. And we decided to bring him back and have him participate in this year's dating game. As our bachelor, he gets to choose this time, and then we send him on another date at Walt Disney World. So, Nick, thank you very much for applying again this year.
Of course. I was watching the show as always, and apparently you guys are scrambling for guests, so...
We're scrambling for audience, too.
We were scrambling for guys. I mean, guys are the worst.
What was the discrepancy? It was how many ladies and how many guys?
There were about somewhere in the neighborhood of 66, 67 women that applied and about 14 or 15 guys.
That's wild.
It's insane. So guys, there are a lot of women out there that want to date male Disney fans. Yeah,
and they want to know about background music. So come on.
Amazing. So Nick, we're glad to have you here, and we're glad we get to have you on this side of the curtain this year. And you excited? You ready? You get to make up the questions this year. You get to turn the tables this time. And was it hard answering the questions last year? Was it hard coming up with stuff on the fly?
Honestly, yeah. Like, you can definitely tell if you recap last year's, I was stumbling, for sure. But, hey, I apparently did something right.
You did.
You're the only person who's gone on a date.
So Nick, we're going to say hi to each one of our bachelorettes. So you get to hear their voice and see who they are. So, first of all, bachelorette number 1 lives in Clearmont, Florida. Welcome, Kelsey.
Hey, babe.
Bachelorette number 2 from
He took notes. Hey, said, hey, babe.
I mean, I don't want to make the same mistake she did and couldn't figure it out.
No, Jessica's just indecisive. Don't worry.
Bachelorette number 2 lives in Orlando, Florida. Please welcome SK.
Hey.
And Bachelorette number 3, all the way from Orlando, Florida. Please welcome Bailey.
What's up, homeboy?
Write that down.
This is a saucy bunch, and I like it.
It sure is. All right, so we're going to start with the first question for Kelsey. Go ahead with your first question, Nick.
All right. First question's fairly simple. Who is your favorite Disney couple and why?
Beauty and the Beast, because they're pretty hot. I don't know, the Beast, it's a pretty nice love story when you think about it. He's like, he's scary and then he turns into a lovely guy, and sometimes that's how life is,
All right.
It's true.
I'm worried about your dating history, but...
A little bit.
Oh, man.
SK?
So you know Pacha and his wife from The Emperor's New Groove?
Heck yes.
Yeah. Good movie, good couple, good character arc. I just really like their relationship, so,
Nice. And Bailey, same question.
Does Raylo count as a Disney couple?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
Why?
Because have you seen episode 9?
Yeah, I did.
It made it in the Oscars. I was happy.
Okay.
All right, very good. All right, so this time we'll start with SK. Go ahead with your second question, Nick.
All right, for SK. What Disney princess would you relate yourself to the most?
I'm going to go with Anna. I love her. I relate to her, but I'm probably not as nice as her, but she's really funny and really kind of like goofy and clumsy, and I just want to be like her in every way. Love her. Great girl. Anyway. Yeah.
All right. Bailey, same question.
I would probably say Anna as well, because she's definitely, I feel like, has more personality than some that I relate to a little bit better, because I am goofy too. I don't know.
All right. And Kelsey.
I would say Moana, because she's hardworking. She knows what she wants. She's not there to find love. Oh, that's right now, but she's not like your typical Disney princess, and neither am I. So.
All right. Very good. Very good. We'll start with Bailey now for your third question, Nick.
All right. Now, Bailey, We're heading to the parks this weekend, hypothetically, of course. Do you meticulously plan all of your fast passes and reservations, or do you kind of just wing it?
When I lived in Utah and we would go to Disneyland occasionally, we planned like where we would go to get the fast passes. But now that I live here, I kind of just go with the flow. So if my friends want to plan out fast passes, we'll do that. If they don't, great. Let's just go and enjoy it and snag what we can.
So you've never been on an e-ticket ride, is what you're saying? I'm just joking.
I don't know what that is.
Kelsey?
They used to have ticket. Never mind.
Yeah, never mind.
I'm the Fast Pass queen. Last Saturday, the day of, I got Fast Passes for Thunder Mountain, Space Mountain, and Mine Train. So basically the day of, I just kind of wing it. And then if it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out. I don't mind waiting in lines. I've done it for Flight of Passage many, 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 many times.
All right, SK.
I'm a big fan of like fast pass drop times that day. So I know when they drop for Flight of Passage, and I can get us on that day. That's pretty much all I got, but that's a lot, you know.
All right, very good. All right, 3 questions down, 4 to go. Your 4th question, we'll go back to Kelsey to answer this one first. Nick, what's your 4th question?
Of course. Kelsey, Disney is filled with a variety of attractions from the Mountains of Magic Kingdom to the Navi River Journey in Animal Kingdom. At the parks, do you consider yourself an adrenaline junkie or a laid-back, lazy river type? And what are some rides that you would choose?
I am an adrenaline junkie all the way. I'm actually a huge fan of Universal for that reason. But I love Everest. I love Flight of Passage. I have a Sivak Ho tattoo on me. If that interests you, we can talk about it later.
Interests Pete. I can tell you that much.
So basically all the roller coasters, Rock and Roller Coaster. There's nothing I won't do. Literally.
I heard someone in the crowd go, "It's PG." She didn't say where it is. Everyone calm down.
Rise to the challenge, as it were.
No, it's warm. That's just because the air conditioner.
Yeah, I'm going to say it's hot in here. I thought
Probably
maybe
didn't raise the air.
I thought either the air had stopped or the show just got real sexy and I didn't realize it.
Everyone just sweating. Anyway.
SK?
Okay, I really like thrill rides. I'd go on any park or ride in the parks, but I'm also really I love nostalgic rides. So like the Carousel's a great ride to go on, you know, you just kind of get to watch Fantasyland go around. I really like Primeval Whirl, I don't know, so I'm kind of both, I guess. I just like doing whatever, haven't done in a while, I don't know, something like that.
All right. Bailey, you're up next, same question.
I think it just depends on the day for me. I like to go on the thrill rides. I love the drops at Tower of Terror, but I love the Peter Pan ride. I love how it's just kind of magical with the fantasy Peter Pan story. I think there's definitely some good to both types of rides.
All right, thank you.
All right, very good. All right, question number 5 goes to SK.
All right. Now, SK. Theoretically, we have fast passes for the Frozen sing-along. Do you A, sit back and enjoy the show, B, be a grouch and not sing along, or C, sing along to your heart's content and shout puddle at the top of your lungs?
Oh, dude, we're gonna sit in the front row. That is my show. Yeah. No, I'm singing. I'm pointing at Kristoff. I'm trying to get. We're going all in. Mm-hmm.
All right, Bailey.
Took the words right out of my mouth. I like to, sing along. I think it's really fun. It makes the experience more fun when you're more involved with it. And that's what I like about it, whether or not I'm a great singer. And if you want to keep your ears is a different story, but it's fun.
All right.
I also am going to go with option C. And I also have an awful singing voice. My mom will tell you it's pretty bad. But I'm singing, and it's going to be a good time no matter what.
All right.
All right. And now question number 6. We're going to start with Bailey for this one.
Okay. So, Bailey, If we were to plan a Disney day with a chance of rain, would you rather risk the rain, because it never bothered you anyway, or stay in and binge Disney Plus?
Ooh, those are both very good options. I got my Mickey poncho. You can spend half the day in the rain at the parks, the other half Disney Plus, because, you know, how can one choose between those two? But I think you can make the best of both worlds, in the words of Hannah Montana.
Well,
Thank God he watched that.
This is type.
Kelsey.
a true Disney junkie would know that rainy days are the best days to go to Disney because nobody goes because they're scared of the rain. But I don't mind it, and I don't mind getting wet.
Okay.
Yeah, I think rainy days are cool. I mean, like, you know, it's a great time to go on like Cali River Rapids or something, you know, like also it just kind of rains all the time, so I don't really have a poncho and or umbrella, but I'm just kind of used to like the chance of rain, I suppose. So, but Disney Plus is cool, but maybe like after the park closes, because we got time.
Very good. All right, one question left, Nick.
For the record, remember, nacho's always the right answer. You're stuck. Say nachos.
I think we're starting with Kelsey on this one, I believe. Yes. So, one last question. Go ahead, Nick.
All right, last one, and it kind of relates back to 2 questions back. On longer car rides to Disney, karaoke is a must. Name your top 3 Disney sing-along songs.
Okay, you put me on the spot here, big time. Well, basically anything that's in the fireworks is like a bop. So I Can Go the Distance, great time. Oh, please don't put me on the spot here. Do you want me to start singing for you? No? Okay.
It's up to you. Up your chances.
Smirked. Go for it.
I can go the. So, can I just give you one? Don't put me on. I Can Go the Distance and anything that's in the fireworks.
All right.
SK?
I'm a really big fan of like the songs from Coco, so like Remember Me is a great song, sing that all the time. But also I'm also a huge Frozen fan if it's not already clear, so I think, you know, Show Yourself's a great song to sing. I'm singing that all the time. If I had to pick one more, we could do like something from Toy Story. Ooh, yeah, like, you know, You Got a Friend of Me, that's a good song to sing. Yep.
All right. This is a good song. Bailey, you're last. Go ahead with your answer for this question.
I love the song Love is an Open Door. I can always jam to that song, both parts. I love High School Musical. Those songs are a total jam. Like Bop to the Top, I like that one. Shout out to learning Spanish from that song. And Hawaiian Roller Coaster Ride, I feel like, is a pretty good one.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. So that was all 7 questions. Nick, you had a really good chance here to get to know these ladies a little bit. And in a moment, Nathan's walking away.
Don't worry.
That's okay. So in a moment, you will get to you'll get to choose one to go on a date with at Walt Disney World, courtesy of WDWNT. But first, we have a word from Wiggs once again. Before you make your decision, Nathan.
Having him read the same thing again.
Yes.
Hey, gang.
Preparation is important, kids. Remember that.
It was fun the first time, so let's do it
Oh,
again,
God.
huh? WDW News Tonight is brought to you by Wiggs. This is
By
my Billy
me
D.
giving
Williams,
spaghetti
apparently.
to people.
The WDWNT Inner Globe Society. Hi, it's me, Billy D. Williams. Support WDWNT and get early and exclusive access to content you can't find anywhere else, like stuff with Chewbacca, including WDW News Tonight and Park Center post shows each and every week starting at just $2
There's
a
a
month.
post show tonight.
God, really? Oof.
Yeah,
Okay.
I know it's only 10.
You can also get extra core bucks to spend on online store to collect Disney Parks items from around the world and WDW. Hey, you know what? We did this already. I think we're good.
All right.
Join us on Patreon at patreon.com/WDWNT.
Brought to you by Gelatoni and the Seal.
Gelatoni. Eat some gelatoni. Join us at the Patreon.
All right, very good, Jelly Tony. Hopefully that gave you enough time, Nick, to look over your extensive notes. He was
It just says, "Hey,
nonstop
babe."
writing.
Just the "Hey, babe" over and over.
Basically a transcript of what was going on over there. So, Nick, it's time to make a decision. Did you choose Kelsey, SK, or Bailey?
Not gonna lie, it was really hard.
It was?
They all had good answers. They all really did. But I'm gonna have to go with SK.
SK! Nice. All right. Well, let's meet the two ladies that you didn't choose. Kelsey and Bailey, please come around and say hi. Say hi to Nick.
Hi there.
Hi.
Kelsey, Bailey, come on over. Say hi to Nick.
Hi there.
All right. Kelsey and Bailey, thank you very much for playing the dating game tonight. We appreciate you coming by.
Thank you.
Now it's time for you to meet SK. SK, come around and say hi to Nick.
Hi there.
What's up? All right.
What's up?
So
there's no not awkward way to do this.
No, there really isn't. There really isn't. Nick, what were some of the defining things that helped you?
Honestly, from the very first answer,
Let's refer to the notes.
it was. You said Pacho and his wife, and I thought that was really, really nice, really simple, sweet, and I absolutely loved you were right off the bat, Frozen sing along. You were getting into it, and if I go with someone that doesn't sing along, I can't be friends with them. So you were on the ball there.
Cool.
All right. Well, great.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, before I forget, hold on. In classic Bachelor fashion, there we are. You
Yay!
Well, we are going to send Nick and SK on a dinner date at a Walt Disney World Resort restaurant, and we're going to keep track of them. We're going to see how the date went and talk to you again on the show as well, all right? So thank you very much. Thank you to all our contestants who played tonight. We appreciate that, and since we had that overwhelming response of applicants this year, Tom said, I'm sure we're going to do another one soon down the road. So thanks again for listening to the dating game here on WDW News Tonight. We're going to take a quick break.
No worries.
And when we get back, we will have our our discussion
just
topic. Our risque
Yeah, they didn't say my name
discussion
very
topic
much.
when we return, yeah.
Pretty sure it's Nick.
You finished Bob Iger's wonderful masterclass, but now it's time to get your doctorate in Disney management.
Many people say that I suck, but you know what I always say? You can't spell success without suck.
Meet your new instructor.
One of the most important things for our company is that people connect with your product. But the key is everything is a product, and if they see it with their eyes, that's a connection. So everything I do connects people to our products. See how easy that is? We're connecting right now.
Join the chairman of Walt Disney Parks and Resorts, Bob Chapek, as he teaches achieving profits and budget cutting.
You must ask the right questions to figure out what people want. Like, how much can we raise the price of an ice cream bar? Do people want to pay $7.99 for blue milk? Can I make you pay to throw away garbage? Can you fit the Avengers haphazardly into a park about California? The answer is yes. Until it's no, and then I convince you that it's yes.
Join Mr. Chapek as he takes you inside his own personal business practices.
I'm going to cover a number of topics. How to cut the entertainment budget, how to cut the Imagineering budget, how to make shrimp gumbo, and I've got some amazing stories, like closing down the Great Movie Ride and definitely knowing when people weren't going to show up for Galaxy's Edge right away. I mean, I knew it. I told everybody.
Follow Bob as he discusses his strategic philosophies for excellent theme park management.
It's very simple. More Disney, more family, more shrimp gumbo. My name is Bob Chapek, and this is my masterclass.
I was stuck on the Disney Skyliner for 3 hours. I had to pee in a bag. Even worse, my phone died and I had to talk to my family. The law offices of Gon and Dola got me the Disney gift cards I deserved. Thanks, Gon and Dola.
Were you stuck on the Disney Skyliner during unexpected downtime and majorly inconvenienced? Get the compensation you deserve. Call 1-777-777-7777 for the law offices of Gon and Dola.
Hello, I'm Bud G. Gon.
And I'm Roz Dola.
We've gotten malfunction victims the Disney gift cards they deserve.
We've won cases for $100, $200, even $400 Disney gift cards.
Still no lifetime passes, though.
Well, you don't want to even know what has to happen to get one of those.
So call today and breathe easy knowing you have more money to give the company that trapped you in a glass box in the sky.
Gon and Dola also handle Skyliner Emergency Kit wrongful accusation cases. Call 1-777-777-7777 to get the gift cards Disney owes to you. From the creators of Clue, Disney Parks Edition comes an all-new version of the board game you love, themed to a park you're trying to continue loving. It's Sorry, the Epcot Edition, and whoa boy, do kids love it.
Wowie, the whole board is themed to my favorite attractions from before I was born, and whatever is left of the park.
How do we play?
It's easy. Just roll the dice, move your piece, and draw one of the event cards.
Spaceship Earth is getting redone.
All right!
With no sponsor, and it will be about storytelling. Sorry.
Wait, so the card says sorry? What does that mean?
It means we're just sorry, okay? We're trying our best here.
Are you really, though? Figment is back, but Dreamfighter is dead. Sorry.
Club Cool is coming back, but you have to wait for 4 years. Sorry.
There's a restaurant in space, but it only serves the Maria and Enzo's menu. Sorry. So, how do you win?
You can't win. There is no winning.
I feel like this is about more than a board game.
Sorry, the Epcot Edition. Available at Mouse Gear and all new sterile white gift shops at Disney Parks.
For those of you who don't know, an e-ticket was a thing that people needed to get on very good rides back when there was a ticket book. Wow. Yep.
In other news, we're ancient.
I've never felt so old. Bop. When did Bop come back?
That was a thing. That's always been. Yeah.
It's a bop. What is the?
You see,
A bop.
being in
a bop.
It's not like Kids Bop?
Sure.
The kids say bop. Yes.
Either I'm getting old or the phrases are just getting really stupid.
You're getting old. You're getting old.
No.
Yeah.
Bop? Like at least we invented like new things.
He's not nearly as old as he pretends to be.
You're like a 75-year-old man in
Is that a
your,
dance?
in your soul.
No, like a good song is a bop,
it's a
right?
bop.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm asking Jessica because I feel like she's the one who would know.
It's like the Frozen sing-along.
Bop,
It's a good bop.
song is a bop.
It's a bop.
I don't know what he's talking about.
Like a good
One of the
song.
contestants said bop.
A
That
bop.
song is a bop.
You know, when you're here, what's a song that you like?
Star Tunnel.
Hell yes.
I
Well,
like that answer.
when you're in the
Oh
car.
yeah, she tried to get you. She's like, "Where is it?" He's like, "Star Tunnel." Bam! The
I love
third
Star
tunnel
Tunnel.
one. Third tunnel mix.
Okay. I love Star Tunnel. I actually love using it to work. Like when I have
Oh,
like
yeah.
a long, you know,
It's a jam.
long rumor to post.
This show's over in 3 minutes. Let's go.
It's not over in 3 minutes. It's over when I say it's
It's
over.
never over.
All right. So for the discussion this week, originally we were going to do romantic things to do at Walt Disney World, but that's boring. We've done that before. And so the discussion is places you would like to make whoopee at Walt Disney World or any Disney park in the world or resort, whatever it might be. I don't know. Regis, no one asked you. I'll tell you what a bop is later, Reach. So, all right, who wants to start this discussion?
Which is the ride with the least amount of cameras?
The ride with the least amount of cameras?
You see, does that even count?
See, I thought we were not even factoring
what
that in.
We weren't.
No, this is like.
What are you, backdoor Disney over there?
This is fantastical, so you can like just.
I'll start.
There are no repercussions.
Nick's ready.
Big,
He's
Big
thought about
Thunder
this.
Mountain.
Well,
Like,
she
you
just
could
went
just-
already. Big Thunder.
No, that doesn't count. I'm just using
The wildest ride in the wilderness?
Only with Jess.
Nick, did you say you had one?
I do.
Nick's
I'd
going,
like. I'd like.
That
to
isn't
start.
my thing, by the way.
Nick wants whatever the youngest ride is. Mickey and Minnie's Runaway Railway.
He loved
Ouch. So up at the top of the Swiss Family Treehouse, there's this bed, right? Not only is it a great romantic spot, hidden in the treetops in the Magic Kingdom, great view, overlooks Adventureland, and not only that, but people throw money at you as they walk by. It is the greatest.
That's the OBT family.
You can make whoopee, make a little coin. The day is good. Have a Dole Whip.
You know,
you
know that is
off of someone's belly button.
Nick, you know that is
Dole Whip
possible.
body shots.
You definitely can do all of that.
Yep.
Yeah.
There you go. It's my choice.
Oh boy.
You fit on the tiny bed.
And Swiss polka's just playing in the
Yes.
background.
Good rhythm.
Oh boy.
We knew this was going to be bad.
The trees are shaking.
Oh man. Yeah, that's why they had to put the netting up.
I mean, that's how the Swiss became a family.
Oh man. There's no one else on the island. Anyway, who would like to go next?
How's this a topic on my first day?
Everybody, this is another Eric who now works here. So it's
You
two
had
of
a
them.
great suggestion, though.
New Eric.
I had a lot of great suggestions.
Just hold the mic up.
I had a lot of great suggestions. What about Tom Sawyer Island? Right, there's little dark places, nooks and crannies. You can
Nooks and crannies to find your nooks
bring
and
back
crannies.
the
as
old
it were.
hide the paintbrush game.
Oh my God! Look for Injun Joe's cave. Wow.
This has escalated very quickly.
I wish they still had that rock that tipped back and forth. No, is that gone?
The reason that little bridge.
If the bridge is shaken.
Sinks.
Anybody
Oh,
over
was
there?
it my turn? Okay.
Oh, you have the microphone.
Sorry. Well, we're just sharing the microphone. So, so my first one was gonna be Treehouse.
Oh,
I actually thought of Treehouse.
Treehouse?
I thought Treehouse. I was like, it's up there. You know,
It's the sexiest place. When you see it, you just exude sex.
You know.
Don't you know?
No, I
At the
just
right
think I'm like
time,
it'd be cool to
fireworks.
sleep there, but not like.
You know, my
Sleep.
second choice was actually
Come
the island.
on.
I'm not even playing. It was gonna be the island. So I'm gonna go with the Skyliner.
Oh God.
I'm gonna go Skyliner. Get it at the right time. Fireworks. You know.
It's gonna be hot in there for a multitude.
You could be stuck there for a long time.
But exactly.
Yeah.
But hey, there we go.
You get thirsty, just pop open that box.
Keep that emergency kit open.
The box has like other things.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
Hey, safety first.
Wow.
Talking
He's
about
like, how did I get roped
raincoats,
into
right? In case it gets wet in there.
Oh, would you stop?
What?
Oh boy.
We shan't repeat what Nick said. It's too dirty.
Is
We
it rains in the
cannot.
sky?
PG.
Wow.
Cover your ears, audience, on YouTube. This is the worst thing that's ever been put on the internet. It's too dirty.
Wow.
Just Tom shaking his
Do I have to go now?
I don't know. I guess I'm controlling
Colleen,
the camera.
let's go.
Colleen, yeah. Let's go.
Oh no.
Sure. I was against this topic from the start. Just putting that out there.
But here I am.
But here I am. I picked the Plaza Ice Cream Parlor.
For the toppings?
For toppings. Toppings, lots of toppings.
She delivered that kind of like the bee. Like
Oh, man.
I am the bee.
you are the bee.
I bought Valentine's Day cupcakes, and I wanted them just because there was a bee.
We have a good one in,
Toppings.
we have a good one in the comment section.
What's that?
The comment section says, Star Tours will play Rebel Spy.
You can buy those handcuffs. Still sell the binders, right?
Yeah, I think they do.
Yeah.
Okay, Jess.
What about this soft, romantic, fire-lit Walt's apartment? Be a good one.
On fire? Come on.
It's a nice little glow.
You know,
He
Eric.
knocked over the firewood. That's what happened.
You know, Eric. Most people just want to walk where Walt walked, but I guess
some people are history buffs.
Walt would say we go upstairs and we'll do some things. Well, we got you down here for a waterfall. How do you suppose we get back up?
I have one.
Go ahead.
I had this image of like in the boat at Typhoon Lagoon, like way up at the top.
Miss Tilly?
Yeah, up at Miss Tilly, and then just at the right moment, it shoots like it's a movie.
Oh, it's a good one. You know.
Boo. The alarm goes off. Typhoon.
You know, I tried in the wave pool a couple times. Kept losing my glasses. It was a nightmare.
Yeah. I wouldn't
Didn't
do
really
that.
work very
The
well.
wave pool's a bad idea.
This is a way better idea
Miss
than
Tilly.
it is in practice.
Yeah.
Agree.
Well, the
Remember
boat's already
Horizons?
leaning.
No, not
so
the boats. This conversation.
Horizons had those dividers that came out.
Yeah.
And then you got to choose your ending.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That was a good one. That was good.
Now I'm sure you can see why we hired Eric.
Wow.
He makes Tom laugh.
I mean, those flight of passage chairs, we've got to mention.
How would you even do that?
I know, I'm just saying they vibrate already, so that's helpful.
Jessica's got to
Yeah, I
pick
think he's just
something.
talking solo there.
Yeah, it's Jessica's turn.
Yeah, go ahead.
Let him pick anything.
You have thoughts.
You have thoughts.
If you did have a real freak, you could do the flight of passage cue.
Yeah.
I'm
What?
just saying, I don't want to go too deep into that.
Yeah.
There's already
Oh,
all sorts of
no.
bodily fluids all over
Wait.
it.
It took her a little bit.
Took her a little.
Took her
I
a little
wrote
bit.
that. Why did it take me so long?
I don't know. Where do you want to
repeat, Jessica? And with which animatronic character?
That's why the hand fell off of John. Hottest 4th of July we've had in years.
And that's the John, not a John.
I have paint all over my rump. Okay, I got
Rumpus room.
You know, that's the nice thing about Carousel Progress, because like if it doesn't work the first time, you just go around again.
Floor's carpeted.
Floor's carpeted. It's true.
Ew.
Rover's gonna stare at you, but what are you gonna do?
Oh, you're lucky, Rover. You don't have to date.
You don't have to date.
Do you have one? You're on this discussion. I hope you have one.
You know, you had a great idea with conservation station.
Oh, yeah.
And for a while, we had that joke about rubbing goats.
Oh, yeah, the heavy petting zoo.
You know, whatever you guys
And
are
then
into.
people always wonder why I have this affinity for a Song of the Rainforest. Those dark boots.
You know how many times they caught people in those booths? That happened all the time.
Mine was wholesome. I just literally sat there like an idiot with the headphones.
Just
like, oh yes,
wanted
the
to listen
sounds
to
of
the
the
rain.
rain.
I was doing it wrong the whole time. I was wondering why the seat was wet. I'm
but
joking. It was bad maintenance.
But in sticking with conservation, maybe
Sticking with
Conservation, right?
Awesome planet.
You
Nothing
know.
else to do for 11 minutes.
living
in
with
here.
the land.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
Oh,
Living with the land.
Surrounded by planes.
What scene?
I mean, the boat ride is 20 minutes. That's all you need.
Yeah, everything they closed used to be like 25 minutes long. You can't. There's no ride long enough anymore.
You can
says you.
you can take detours. You know, like you can get off the boat, get back on.
Roll around in the sand.
You know, Nick, when you say stuff, it's creepy. I don't know why. You roll around in the sand of their loose land.
Yeah, touch the
Just make
pumpkins.
believe you're a tiny little seed.
Oh, we'll be a tiny little seed.
Apparently,
already.
I'm also Tom Waits right now.
Oh my god.
It's Tom's turn.
It is Tom's turn. if it was still in existence, the finale scene of the Great Movie Ride, the movie montage.
Oh, where you all get in place and
Come
it's
on,
like a little.
like Gone with the Wind. I don't know.
The witch pops up. I'll get you.
No, the finale, not the movie montage, not the Oz scene.
So you're
Not
like, you love the idea of Robert Osborne just looking
I
down
get
from
munchkins popping up at me every time I come to the studio. I
I'm
don't
Robert
need that.
Osborne, and oh boy, can't show this on TCM.
I mean,
Cha-cha.
I watch TCM a lot, you know.
And there's the emergence of the Maltese Falcon. Anyway, so my contemporary pick would be the Country Bear Jamboree.
Oh, wow.
Why?
In the balcony?
That's my house.
Up in that balcony up there?
No, and on the bench.
It's just like
No,
one of those,
bitch.
like, I saved it. By God, I'm gonna.
I'm gonna mark
I'm gonna
it.
enjoy it.
You
Mark
damn
his
right.
territory.
It's my house.
Oh, goodness.
Alright.
They said, well, hope that you'll be coming back again.
Oh,
What?
All the boys that turn me on, turn
Turn
me
me
down.
am I allowed to
If
make
you
this
can't
a,
bite, don't growl.
Am I allowed to make this a separate clip, or are we gonna hide this and not even?
This is a separate
Oh
clip.
my
yeah, sure.
goodness! After
I
dark.
hope you said clip.
Clip.
There was blood on the stuff.
Oh no! Big no!
Oh,
That was too
God.
far.
I mean,
Oh.
Do people have more?
Well, I mean,
Oh,
definitely.
Yeah, I know you do.
Oh, you know what? I like this one. Alan's energy adventure would have. What a long period of time.
45
I
minutes.
caught people making out like laying on the bench.
Oh my God.
Like they were 2 rows ahead of me, and then I realized like when the lights came on in like the
They got
what,
up.
the big with the screen would widen.
Yeah.
And that next scene, I realized they were gone. I'm like, where did they go? And then I hear like noises. I'm like, well.
That's what happens when you show off the Big Bang.
Oh.
Well.
Yeah.
I mean, like, I'd have to say cockpit of the Millennium Falcon. I mean, that would be super hot.
What a freaking nerd! What a nerd this guy.
Right on
You
the
pull
chest
the- you
table.
pull the
yeah.
I don't get it.
All of a
You don't.
Hondo
get
was
it?
like, "You got 2 coactive, and here's your score."
Minus the damages to my seats. Not bad.
Not bad. Chewbacca is happy with you.
This thing has seen better days.
Yeah, you leave. They're like, "Oh boy."
Can I get a mop in the Carillion freighter?
There's a lot of work we got to do on this thing.
Black light in the Carillion freighter, please.
I think along those lines, like maybe like the chess table.
Yep.
Oh.
Totally.
Wait.
Anywhere in there.
You know, there is that
Anywhere.
Anywhere. It's
in
like
there.
wherever.
The airport hallway, the runway, the jetway.
There is that nice little like
The floor.
actual bed. There's a bed in the Millennium Falcon there on the left.
There is a bed. It's covered in things that are glued to it, but yeah.
That one ain't gonna stop me. That'll work.
The same size as that treehouse bed.
Yeah.
So for small people.
Yes, like Nick.
And
Nick can fit in any prop bed.
You know,
Nick
it's
is
a,
known
it's a
for
skill.
his prop bed.
Everything's built to his scale in a Disney park.
I put my husband in a locker once.
Well, going back
He's
to the living
small.
room.
He
Oh.
fit in a locker.
If that's
'cause
your
he's
thing, it's
small.
your thing.
Oh boy. I thought someone had like their pet. The door shaking.
I mean, I have one for every park. I came
Oh.
prepared.
Wow. Nick thought about that.
Well, what do you got?
Caveman scene, Spaceship Earth.
Why caveman?
Why just
Just the
that scene?
caveman?
I like he's
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
oh,
just that
them
we get out
cavemans.
there
Oomba
with the
day.
caveman, you know, yeah,
That would-
it's like
that would
primal, you know.
That would mean that you'd have to start right when you load.
No, I mean, we get off.
That's generally what
You
us men
can't bring
do.
up the word load in this segment.
we would exit the ride vehicle.
Load
and
area
stay
is a
low.
very different thing tonight.
At some point, the thing comes on. It's like your seat is rotating.
What's the loading capacity of?
I told you about that word already.
Oh.
Navi River Journey.
Ooh.
That'd
I
be
think
pretty.
it's very romantic.
My
It's
wow.
bioluminescent. The music's
Yeah.
pretty. Boats are pretty spacious.
That's true.
When they don't pack a family of 4 with you, it's very spacious.
In
I
the
mean, they
same
could be
damn
there,
row.
whatever.
That's kind of you.
They're busy. They're looking at the lily pads in the ceiling. They have no idea what's going on.
It's just a shame to me that I'll never be able to experience the making of me this way.
Those benches were uncomfortable, though.
Well,
just metal stadium benches.
Body Wars, though. Body Wars was a pretty shaky ride.
That's gross, though.
But gross.
I mean,
Yeah.
Elizabeth's shoe, though.
Elizabeth's shoe.
Yeah. Kids, look it up. That and e-tickets are the two things you have to look up. Elizabeth's shoe and e-tickets.
I mean, I think it's kind of like a cop-out answer, but like the suite in Cinderella's castle, that'd be really cool.
I think I'd be too busy like taking in the suite to actually feel aroused.
I mean, okay, after that, like you
After
want
you're
to
done
spend
blogging, you
the whole night there, so you can take
just
pictures.
make sure you end the live.
Yeah.
To end the live.
I picked my husband and my like honeymoon or the wedding night location because it was a turret suite and it was like we were in a castle. So I'm like, castle.
Oh, you know what'd be good?
Pull down bed at Riviera.
No, like the little in the boat.
What boat?
There are lots of boats.
The Liberty Square boat.
The Liberty
friendship
Bell?
boats? Or no?
The Liberty, that little like
The Liberty
conductor
boat.
room.
Oh, the
That
like
little
padded seat.
That little
Yeah,
conductor
sure.
room. Yeah.
You know, I'm thinking.
Mark Twain at Disneyland. I mean, that's
Yeah.
Walt and Lillian had their anniversary on the boat. That's very romantic.
Japan Pavilion, right on the drum.
Oh man. Right under the gelatoni.
Right. on the pile of gelatonis, just on the plush.
I hate this. It's terrible.
Wow. On the island in World Showcase Lagoon.
That'd be cool.
Isolated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dangerous.
There's that pretty grassy area in Canada.
Oh,
around the flowers.
Someone
like
says
on the
Christopher
wing.
Robin's bed, which is in.
Oh
That's-
no.
That's a little
No.
weird.
That's a boy's bed.
I tried purposely to stay away from Fantasyland.
Wow. That's what that song's about, like his mother, right, Mrs. Robinson?
Yes, yeah.
No.
What other
No,
props?
Colleen's like, no.
Christopher
Please
Robin.
stop. No.
Oh,
Well, I'm surprised no one said it. People Mover.
People Mover.
That's the one that it's happened on.
Well, but
That's like the real one.
What, In the Dark?
They've caught so many people on that ride. Like tons, which is why they added at some point like the closed circuit
At the
TV
beginning?
teaser thing at the beginning of the ride, yeah.
I think is that only there in Living at the Land that have those TV teasers?
Spaceship Earth has one. too.
Spaceship Earth does. Well, technically the photo, but yes, you're correct.
Yeah. I think a lot of the 80s Epcot rides did. There's this thing where they wanted you to know they were watching you, but the trick was there actually were no other cameras. It was just like, oh, we're going to tell people there's cameras. There's not cameras, but...
I mean, the other classic, of course, is Haunted Mansion. I think Haunted Mansion has a history of such whoopee.
The attic?
Of such whoopee.
Just overall, especially if you look at like the history of like the yuppie Disneyland time.
Yeah, that's true.
Such
they used
whoopee
to,
taking place there.
such whoopee.
There are lots of stories about pirates. Things happening in
Oh.
pirates.
Yeah?
That's true. That's
Yeah, not in the water, ma'am.
What?
Oh yeah, that's a great
Oh,
story.
yeah.
Which we cannot tell here.
That's right.
That's the
forgot about
funniest
that.
story.
Did someone like in the
That
water?
stuff, no,
No.
I'll tell you when you're older. That stuff, that stuff happens a lot because people think they're in private and they know the rides are not terribly long. So those things happen a lot. But the thing that inspired this segment was at Tokyo Disney Sea, 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea, they caught two people in a submarine. And that's when I got the idea for the segment. I was like, that's the segment.
Is it secluded?
I just found out what happened.
They're completely in the dark. They're concealed. You wouldn't. The other people in other vehicles couldn't see you.
Not in the water.
Apparently, it's not the first time that's happened on that either. Meanwhile, I'm like, that's church. How dare you? Don't you dare. Does anyone have any more?
You know, I really thought I'd have more, but like, just all of these just sound like horrible ideas.
I'm just starting to get creeped out by all the thoughts of any of those rides with black lights.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Now that you're thinking about
The dark rides.
There's
Poor
more.
Nana.
What?
Poor Nana.
She's just barking, just no idea what's coming.
What about poor father? Gosh, I feel like we've been very park exclusive, and I'm thinking like we need to talk resorts. And
the balloon.
Oh,
I broke my battery pack.
You know, the balloon at Disney Springs is a great idea.
The balloon.
That sounds terrifying.
Tom has never ridden the balloon.
That's true.
It's amazing.
Oh,
Who would have thought?
a must.
Every time I tried, it was down for wind.
You should get the Groupon.
It's the new. It's
I've
the
heard
old
I could get a
Skyline.
cast discount, maybe. Working on.
If you're nice to me.
No,
You could do it in Enzo's Hideaway. No one's there.
Enzo's Hideaway. No one's there. Oh, they'll put the charcuterie right on you.
Yeah.
Remember, they didn't put it on the table. They just put our charcuterie
Right
on the
on
table.
the table.
That infamous review.
Well, the car boats at Boathouse might be fun.
The car boat. Well, you have to have
Amphicars?
Yeah.
Amphibicar, yeah.
Yeah, Amphibicar.
Huh. That's interesting.
Monorail.
Yeah.
Those cars are like the most expensive way to do this.
Yeah.
Like $110 an hour or something like that.
Yeah.
They're more than that. That's only if you've dined at the Boathouse.
Oh,
Then
wow.
you get a slight discount.
I think it's actually a half hour too.
Yeah, I think it's $150, if not more. It's crazy.
I'm just saying, OBT, you could get a lot more than that for your money.
You can buy OBT for $150. You can own the drug front Burger King.
Someone says, "Do it in the void." Yeah, makes sense. However you.
No one have any idea. There's people like swinging lightsabers. Like you on the floor. They're just like, oh, it's so real.
But you know, but just like how two people when they're in those costumes have to have a supervisor, there's just a guy standing there. Like, don't hit the wall. Go this way. This is a terrible segment.
Are there more
Very
from
bad
the
people.
chat? Is the chat just any more before we?
Someone says Matterhorn.
How?
Carefully. Let's see here.
It's an old Matterhorn.
Boat to Port Orleans from Disney Springs.
Weird.
It's romantic, yeah. Those seats
On
are
the
really
roof
cold
of
and
Bay
warm.
Lake Tower. You know that chair? Do you know that chair that is on Restaurantosaurus?
The chair on the roof.
You just gotta get creative, but
Oh my god.
I think that's possible. Just all of that. We're not gonna make it. We're not gonna make it. We made it. Left, right.
Let's go get that.
Let's go. Dino.
Lucky for you, this one's a vegetarian.
I want to go home.
And she says that every show at 11:20. Don't worry, everybody.
I say that much
It's true
earlier
every
than
time.
11:20.
Do we have any last ones before we?
Someone does say Space Mountain. I agree. Star Tunnel. Very sexy.
The smell in there, though.
The ball pit.
Well, you just yeah. The balls do smell in Space Mountain.
Oh man.
No doubt.
Jumping in that ball pit.
Oh boy. Yeah, I don't know. Indiana Jones Adventure would be kind of fun.
The smell lab.
The smell, the touch and taste lab.
Oh.
That's why we can't go in there.
Yeah, we can't go in the touch and taste lab.
I'm afraid to take you into the touch and taste lab. Oh my god. Any other ones? Last ones? Anybody?
Do you have any more
I
jokes?
feel like
Eric?
Eric has one. He's like, I'm afraid.
Yeah, I have a few I'll save for later.
This is a safe place.
Oh, come on. Give us one more.
It's tough to be
Well, I
a
was just
bug.
thinking it's tough to be a bug because everyone goes in, they're expecting to get poked.
Yeah,
in.
there's a
Never
scene
mind.
anyway. I agree.
It's tough to be a bug.
It is tough.
Yeah.
Ooh, acid.
All right. Thank you, illustrious panel. Thank you very much. That was,
This is so lame.
that was a thing that happened. All right, those of you at home, if you're Wigs members, we do have a post show coming up for you. And remember, kids, I only hope I have an evening as romantic as yours and mother's. Good night.